Yes.
I got my own place. I live in my own spot. I don't live in a building, in an apartment sharing bills with someone else. I pay my own bills. That's number one. Number two, paperwork. Paperwork. You always gotta have this. In life, you always gotta have this. I have not ever caught a ticket in the feds, not even one. I was put under investigation because dudes like you started telling. They put me in a box, kicked me out of Otisville, and sent me to MCC. When I was at MCC, there was dudes in there that was claiming that was big homies, that was saying that they homies from the state don't call shots that they do. They didn't know that me and a big homie was tight. These same individuals was in the bathroom smoking deuce, smoking K2. You's a big homie and you smoking K2. Your fingers look like you were squeezing an orange. These dudes is fugazi. Straight up, these dudes is fugazi. I'm gonna break it down one by one. So what I do is when I follow a troll page, I look at what the troll page says. And the reason I got time, salute Iraq, salute Blaze Biggs. And the reason I do that, because I got time, I work. I don't be sitting in the crib. Everybody saw that my on my Instagram, Wildcat555. You see me at work right there. So that's another lie. This is what I be saying. Dudes just be talking and don't even know they contradicted themselves on live internet. You talking crazy on live internet and you contradicting yourself. Who kicked whose door down? What is you doing? You is telling. If that was true, that is telling. But even if it ain't true, you still telling. How can that not be considered telling? I'm trying to figure that out. If a dude's gonna tell me that that's not telling, bro, how is that not telling? How is that not telling? You on internet talking crazy, you telling. If y'all notice, when I be talking, I don't never say no names, do I? But if you notice, some people take offense to the things that I say. You know why? Because if the shoe fits, throw it on. Start jogging. You need to lose some weight. Calling names, that's a fact. Let's talk about it. Calling names is telling. That's telling, yo. You is telling. When people feel a certain way, man, they don't go to the internet. But here's the problem. The problem is that these dudes think that they're going to get so big on the internet that they're going to be caking it. I don't deal with them dudes. My channel's totally different than what other dudes do. Other dudes be up there trying to talk that talk. Too old to walk that walk. Too old to walk that walk, man. Sit down somewhere, man. Sit down somewhere. You ain't built like that. And then, on top of that, then these dudes are so stupid. These are some dumb dudes. That's why the dudes behind them is going to be able to puppetize their stupid ass and make money off of them. And make money off of them. I did marketing. I know how marketing goes, man. People get used when they being marketed and don't even know they being used. But these are some dumbass dudes. Book knowledge dudes. Book knowledge. These are dudes that read books and quote out of books. When I'm here spitting, you don't never see a book in my hand. Because when I spit from the brain and the heart. I don't spit what somebody else done said. I don't care what they say. I'm doing me. If I can incorporate it, I appreciate the knowledge. But when it gets translated like me, like how I want to translate it. Oh, I be knowing Lance Gray. That's a doja. I don't care about dojas, man. I'm a doja destroyer. Now, my thing is this, right? With the trolls. I follow the trolls. And I know how the troll speaks. So when I see the troll in another person's page, I already know that that's the same troll. So, dude, here's how it goes. Frank Luciano, Edgar Santana, Frank Sanders, those are all the same dude. You dumb, stupid idiots. Those are the same dudes. They go from chat to chat, they change their name, and then they start throwing blasphemy. Then dudes are so stupid that they jump out the window with no parachute. These dudes are not built for the internet. And I hear some say earlier, he was like, yeah, this is type different. It's type different for y'all. I was out here. I came home and I'm about to hit a year now, but I was out here before. I was out here. I was out here for like 6 years because, of course, you know what I'm saying? I'm still doing what I do, so I go back and forth. Not that's nothing to be proud of, no. I would never say that's something to be proud of. I'm just saying I'm still active, you heard? Dudes is funny, yo. These dudes is like straight up, they belong in the circus, man. On the line. You know what I'm saying? We talking about dudes that yo, this individual, he sits in the car. He sits in the car. We were texting back and forth yesterday. Nobody knew nothing. Then bloop, he goes on the internet. Come on, man. Do I gotta say anymore? If we having a conversation that nobody knows about, why do you jump on the internet all the time? Because what you're doing is securing your safety. You're securing your safety. Nobody cares about who follows you and who riding your jock or none of that. I don't care about them dudes. You fooled them. I tell dudes like this, man. I tell dudes like this. I just came home. And I'm in the loop with a lot of things that I won't say on here because it's not for this. And I know for a fact that dudes were just doing them. They weren't active. They were doing them. And instead of saying that, they got this whole propaganda on the internet going like they was active and really do what. Stop it, Five. You was doing you. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with if you're doing you. There's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with that? How does that make you a bad person? It doesn't make you a bad person if you're doing you. You turn that into a bad situation when you go and you deny that you were doing you and you trying to say that you was doing something for a nation. You wasn't doing nothing for a nation. You was doing you for you. A lot of the people that be saying that they be talking to dudes, they don't be talking to these dudes. Am I going to sit up here and say who I be talking to? No, I'm not. Because that's not for the internet. You see how simple that is? You follow protocol. You know what to say and what not to say on the internet. Once you get on the internet and you start talking, you ratting. You straight ratting. You telling. Bambooty, that's a fact. That's a fact. Everybody knows that. Yo, check this one out. So he figures he'll start an East Coast, West Coast beef. Then when the thing get loud and rowdy, he be the same person to try to end it. Like he hold weight like that. I even saw some joint that said the dude was the Godfather. Godfather of what? You ain't Godfather of nothing. You've been chasing that seat for the longest of time. And that's why you got your food in. Because you got your eyes on a seat that you ain't built for. Get your eyes off that seat. You ain't never gonna sit there. See, at the end of the day, dudes don't be on here being truthful, man, because they trying to get their views up. They trying to make themselves famous. Because in the pen, they weren't. Now, I won't deny that people put certain work here and there. I won't deny that. They did a little thing here. They did a little thing there. Wayno, I was just talking with Wayno this morning. He gonna come on. Wayno can tell you himself. I don't gotta tell you because then if by me telling you, I could be saying for my side. When Wayno comes in, he gonna come in. When Wayno comes in, he'll tell you. You put in work here and there, okay. You wasn't going extra ham, no. Not extra ham, no. I was in 1B for 2 years. And that's not even counting adolescence. Some of these dudes were traveling men. They passed by. They came and they went. They didn't live there. They didn't stay there. They missed a whole lot of things that happened down there. I could say I went to Key Food yesterday. But that's a different from me saying that I worked there yesterday. Like all the time, and then they try to flip it like somebody hating or whatever. Every time I'm over here doing my thing and I listen to somebody's lives, I'm hearing all kinds of indirects being shot. I'm hearing all kinds of backbiting being done. And then you know what I do? I continue to just do me. But that doesn't satisfy them, so they continue on. Because the way they look at it is like, yo, we need a way. Look, for example, nobody has helped me with my channel. I ain't had no help from nobody. I built mine on my own. I built my channel on my own. I didn't have somebody I can go and speak to. In the beginning, as far as like registering my channel and all that, Queen's Flip helped me with that. Registering the channel. Everything else after that, I did it on my own. My subs, everything, my views, all that came off. And it came off mad different type of content also. It didn't come off of me standing up here talking about I'm the realest of the real and this, that, and the third. Nah, I don't be up here on that because that spooky stuff, that stuff is a comedy now. Nobody cares about that. That's straight comedy. It's something to laugh at. Then dudes be always trying to like challenge each other like, yeah, I got peoples over here. Oh yeah, I got peoples too over. Who cares about that? Ain't nobody jumping. Nobody jumping, man. Niggas ain't got power like that. Stop it. That's the problem. It's too much lying. Too much lying on this internet. Too much. So you're gonna start some East Coast, West Coast beef, and then when somebody get laid down or whatever, then you're gonna be the person that's gonna. So you're gonna make yourself like you that big dude. Nah, sit down, bro. Sit down. No, you not. No, you not. It's not happening, bro. Now nobody can say nothing. Did I come on this internet and call anybody's name? Did I come on this internet and attack anybody's character? No, I did not. Because I don't tell. You see? That's telling. When you go on the internet and you start talking about the next man and start saying this, that, and the third, you telling. You telling, bro. You telling. Because you went to the internet. You went to the internet knowing that a lot of your subscribers is police. What do you think? You think that all your subscribers is it's regular people that they all banging. Nigga, you got niggas in there that's police. You got police in the chat, and you talking all this crazy stuff. Why? Because you feel that if something happens to you, you want the world to know that it came from me? Come on, bro. What kind of what you working with, bro? What you working with? What you working with, bro? Holla at your boy. What you working with? You on the internet. You always take it to the internet. That same thing that happened last time. Like the video that dude put up. And shout out to that dude, whoever that dude is, Willie Colon. I saw that this morning. That was crazy. At 10:32 a.m., you came and you went on the internet and you started calling names and you're going to smack dudes. And if dudes come at you, you squeeze in and all this crazy stuff. At 12 something, I responded. So that was your first strike. Here you go again, doing it again. Oh, bro. See, the good thing is I live a far away from you. So if you happen to be driving and the car smash you, or if you happen to be driving and whatever, I'm all the way. I'm in there where that fog is at, in the woods, you heard? I don't got nothing to do with that. Because you on the internet, tell them. That's a fact, Felicia Cortez. You tell it, bro. That's a fact. U.S. Look at that. The military salutes me. Look at that. I got the military's in the chat. Salute to the military, bro. I got family in the military. My brother is in the army. But when you go to the internet and you start doing this, you tell them, bro. And the dudes that's following you, if they don't see that as telling, then I don't know. I don't want to be around nobody you know. Because anyway, I don't want to be around you, period. You suspect to me. You hang around dudes that's food, and you suspect. Mobstar 83, then he tried to say he was going to give you some polo clothes. Man, talk about he was going to give you some polo clothes. Man, those are kids' clothes he had in his back of his car for his daughters, bro. Wasn't no. But hold up. First it was that figures don't got no bread. Remember that? Bloody Luciano, Joe Rivera, salute. Billy up, homie. That's a fact. Appreciate you, bro. If you remember, the whole theme was that I ain't had no bread. So I supposedly needed help from these dudes. Remember that? That was a lie. Bread. My glasses cost more than his car. Bread. I got it. Always takes it to the internet, bro. This is funny, man. This is funny because when dudes start taking stuff to the internet, you already know. They signing away they death certificate. Matter of fact, when dudes go to the internet, it's when they writing their will. Oh, yo, how can people believe a dude that's constantly lying? Yo, the dude came on here and said that he got it on with like not 8 dudes in the pen. The pen only got 6 stools. Him and Benji, everybody knows the story. Why this dude on the internet straight lying, bro? You got 8, y'all fought, they came, split it up, took y'all both out. That was it. Nothing else happened after that. Ain't nobody else in that pen get hurt or nothing. Straight lying. You got other dudes that wasn't in 1B like that. Dudes is straight lying and lying and lying. They taking this internet thing to a whole different spectrum. Dudes been lying since the beginning. I guess dudes felt that they was gonna make some type of a takeover. They felt that they was gonna do some type of a takeover, like they gonna take something over. Nigga, what y'all gonna take over? Nothing, man. Let's talk about some her KK like boys. Just what I don't even talk about those things. You see what I'm saying? Anytime I'm up here, I spit facts. I don't care about the numbers. I just spit facts. I'll get to where I gotta get to eventually. I'm not in a rush. Because at the end of the day, I get a check every week. This is a monthly check. I get a check every week. I'm working. I got a job. I just filed taxes. How about you? Did you file taxes? Or you too gangster to have a job? And them OSHA, you killing dudes, charging them the large amount of OSHA, man. They got that OSHA class for free. I done got that same OSHA class for free for like 3 dudes already. And one of them is working right now. Got time to sit around. I work maintenance. KTC fool. I work maintenance. And it goes with what? It goes with what needs to be bring back. The cleanup. We got a bunch of dirt in the road and it needs to be cleaned up, man. Because listen, all dudes do is throw indirects, and then they say this and that and the third, and they know this person and that person and this and that, and then they think they slick. Then they start talking about dudes from our projects that was there before me, and try to be like, okay, if we keep talking about this dude, Cat is eventually going to say something bad about that dude. That strategy is corny. That strategy is corny because I respect anybody from my projects that get that. Because they know in my projects, East New York loving some Wildcat. Bet that. It makes me laugh how individuals really are so adamant about this internet stature. that they need to get up there by all means necessary. See, this is what happens. This is the truth of what happens. Dudes be one way in the street. Then they get to prison. And when they in prison, salute pink houses. And when they get to prison, right? And they get around a bunch of dudes who are worse than them or just like them, they stay in line. They don't get out of line. They stay in line. And then when we out in society again, they get out of line. That's what it is. It's not about, yo, you got to be one way on the outside, one way on the inside. It's a line. You stay in your lane. So what happens is that the reason in prison dudes stay in line is because they know if they transgress against one of those on that line, they already know what's going to happen. It's going to be something serious happening. But out here, they get all out of place because now they feel like it's out of sight, out of mind. They feel like it's okay. I'm not on the spotlight no more. I'm not on the spotlight no more, so I don't gotta. Nah, he ain't cut Benji back. That's a lie, Jamel James. No, he did not. Benji had never been cut. But that's what happened. Dudes don't stay in their lane. And when they don't stay in their lane, you know what they do? They jump on the internet for stature. Because they feel that if they got 500 people in their chat cheering them on, yeah, they feel like somebody. They feel like somebody because they've never felt like that before. So that should tell you. I've been feeling like that. I was feeling like that when Mac was giving dudes hoods. How many people can say Mac gave him a hood? They can't say that. No, they can't. If they do, they're lying. They weren't recognized like that. That's what happened. It doesn't mean that they soft. It doesn't mean that they bird. No, it doesn't mean that. It just means that he was recognizing the people that was really going extra. But of course, you already know how it goes. You know how it goes. Dudes are going to be like, everybody has their story. I only tell one story, the one that it is. E-Dog was popping. I only tell one story, man. That's it. And as a matter of fact, I don't even come up here and tell too much stories. You know why? Because you got to be careful what you say. You got to be careful what you say on here. Look, for example, dudes went on this East Coast, West Coast things. I'm looking on the internet all day. And they're making Son look like a stray fool because that's what he really is. They see it from all the way across the water. California, the West Coast is seeing it from all the way over there. That dude's over here is Fugazi. This is the same thing that happened with the game. Y'all remember when Son from the Philly started talking stuff about the game? He went right over there, bought a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, and said, "I'm right here. What's up?" Pulled his coat. Dudes is getting crazy with this internet stuff, man. Yeah, I saw the thing with Bosco. That's a fact. West Love, Derek Graham. Meek Mill, yeah. Went right over there. Now, what's going to happen when they do that over here? What you going to do? You going to tell everybody to come behind you? Because I guarantee in the fight between you and the game, anyone between in the game, I got my money on the game. You old and washed up, bro. And you don't hold no stature. You trying to get that stature on by the internet. That's how you trying to get it. Look, all you gotta do is if anybody want to know the truth, all you gotta do is look at the time when people went on this internet, right? And go backwards. Did you know or ever hear about these dudes? Go backwards. Before anybody went on the internet, before any of these went on the internet, did you hear about these dudes? Did you know about these dudes? Go backwards. Go to 2014. Did anybody know of these dudes in 2014, 15, 13, 12, 11? Niggas been home for decades. The truth always comes to light. See, let me tell you something, bro. When you look at the internet, like I said earlier, and you start following dudes around, this is why I never fell for the troll stuff in the chat. I never fell for that. The reason I never fell for that is because, yes, I took the time to follow them. Derek Grant, Pop Smoke stole a car from the West and CK jumping in. Okay. Man, you'd be surprised if people really even knew that brother. We ain't even gonna go there. So if dudes really knew him. This internet, yo. That's a fact, that for the clout chaser. I know, but I'm the one that's the smart one. If you notice, I don't go at these dudes for what I hear on the internet and what dudes say. I don't go at them. I don't go at them at all. I do me. I'm doing me. So why, when I'm doing me, do dudes start to say and intervene in what I'm doing? Do you? I done had dudes copy how I do my videos. I had dudes copy that too. That mic check dude. Whoever that is or whatever that is. Did I get mad? Nah, I said I expected that. Once you start something new on this internet and people catch a wind of it, they're gonna start incorporating that. I started with the music. I saw a couple of other podcasts now that's starting with the music. There's a lot of things that I've been starting on this, and I only been here like 4 months. Facts. About 4 months. I work to where I'm at, but I don't cross the boundaries to get further up. I stay right here, and I'll grow gradually as I go. Nah, I was never look at all my lives. I'm not getting at them. Look at my lives. If you look at my lives, you will see my lives be about different stuff. I don't go on the live and start talking about these dudes. I don't. I don't do that. I don't go on my live and start attacking other dudes to have cheerleaders and I don't do that. I don't want my money that way. How many times have I said that? I say it over and over again. I don't want my money that way. I know that people be behind their back. You know, that's where the money's at, controversy. You know what I'm saying? They want to see y'all go at it. They like that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, and on top of that, them dudes got trolls that they know, and they have their trolls get in there. Yo, you got to stir up the pot. You know what I'm saying? For my boy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hold my boy down. And this, that, and the third. I know how it goes, bro. I've been doing this marketing thing for a long time, man. I got a degree in marketing too. Besides a degree in law. I did marketing from 07 to 2011, sometime around there. Checking in. Ain't nobody got to check in when they come here. Checking in. Yo, this is what I'm talking about. This is when dudes get beyond themselves. This is when dudes start thinking that they built like that to be making those type of calls. You ain't the king of New York, bro. You don't make those calls. Now, if the people you mess with, if they want to follow you and do that, that's on them. But you ain't do you. And you just as guilty as the friends that you keep. I ain't never had a slug. I ain't never had a slug in the feds. I was put on an investigation 2 times. One for having inappropriate relations with a female staff in the Ville. And then you say I don't know Tut. And yo, that's another thing. You don't know Tut. That's the whole thing. Dudes stay spitting propaganda. The only reason I stood, even a little bit of months I stood in the Ville, was because of Tut. And I know Tut since Comstock. And apart from that, in the street, he was one of the older dudes that I have respect for, because some of the other ones, I was coming for their body. Care who they was. Yeah, Bush saying, and they said me and the lieutenant's wife was, I don't know what they try to say. I didn't even get a slug for that. I was just put under investigation. Didn't even get a slug for it. They let me out 15 days after because they can only hold you 15 days under investigation. That's it. So I didn't even get a slug for the joint. Like, come on, bro. Are you serious, bro? You standing side by side with a dude that was in the bathroom with his fingers all orange, dirty, Cat Williams looking ass dude that was saying that he was bigger than his homie in the feds. He didn't even know I was going to get in touch with son. That's the first thing I did when I touched. Dudes be taking this all out of context, bro. If you want to make bread, bro, join in it. Make up. Listen, man. The music, you need to cut the music out. Because the music that I hear coming from over there is straight trash, bro. I'd rather listen to Tom Petty than to listen to that garbage you be putting out. I'd rather listen to Leonard Skinner than listen to that garbage you be putting out. Don't let me when my EP come out, don't let me crush your whole label. Don't let me do that. Don't let me get on my 50. And I'm talking about the rap part. Because then you won't make no money. You won't make no bread at all. See, right now, I'm not even thinking about you. You just went on the internet and started telling. And don't say you wasn't telling, bro, because you was just on the internet telling. What you're doing is telling, bro. But I'm telling you, Be careful, bro. Be careful. Be careful. Cause your talent ain't built like that, bro. Your talent is not there. You already know if I lay something down on wax, I was shutting down the galleries in Southport when I was rapping. I've been doing this since I was a kid. I didn't come out now and start rapping. I've been doing this for a long time. But I've been in prison. And because I was in prison, no one really got to hear it. Except for the few joints that I got on SoundCloud. Other than that, don't let me do it. I'll start stomping on mics like if I was crushing a snowball. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Felicia. He's setting himself up, and since he's working with the feds and somebody close, that's what I'm saying. Why do dudes always go to the internet with things? That's the thing that kills me. If you so real, if you so gangster, why all the time are dudes on this internet? Always coming on the internet, talking all that trash, letting the boys know all this, that, and the third. Because you can't do nothing without followers. You need cheerleaders. Because you never built like that. Yeah, people want fame. That's a fact. I know people want fame. It's obvious right here. Look, my last hold up. Watch this. Okay, check this out. So my last slide was from the outside looking in. That was about boxing. Did Tyson Fury make his mark amongst the elite and UK fighters? That was about boxing. When you take life as a joke, the joke is on you. That was about this dude and the stupidness that he did on the airplane that caused people in the airplane to be rerouted. Saturday Night Live from Wap City. I didn't shoot at nobody in that one either. At the top of the stairs lies the understanding. Ain't nobody got shot in that either. The struggle. Ain't nobody got shot in that either. So if you look at my videos, none of my videos, I'm shooting at anybody. I'm doing me. I'm doing me. But when people see a person doing him, they on the sidelines hate. Then they go on their live and summon up the cheerleaders. Hey, here we go. I'm here. Listen, he ain't right over there. I'm not going to say where over there is, but he ain't right over there. And sit your old ass down. Why are you on the internet doing that, man? On the other live, check this out. On the other live that I'm on with, I think it was Gully or somebody like that. On the other live that I was on, I still didn't say nothing bad. I didn't say nothing bad. If a dude came to 1B and was there for 30 days, what's so bad about that? Or is it because a person has a persona that he has built and it resolves around 1B, knowing that 1B was the dungeon where all the gangsters was at, and the person wants more of an acquaintance with everybody down there for a longer amount of time. That don't make no sense. If you was down there, you went down there, and that's it. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that. From there, dudes got transferred to OBCC. They went to 1 South. You wasn't there. The other dude, he went in there for like, what, 20 minutes? Wasn't saying nothing about him. All I was talking about was that East Coast, West Coast thing. That's a dub. You don't got the authority to say none of that. That's what happens out here. They prey on the ignorance of individuals, put up a persona, and roll with it all the way. We were just talking about that today. Me and my wife was talking about that today. Salute, Death of the Cloud Chaser. Appreciate you, bro. We was talking about this today. Adolf Hitler was from Austria. The Jews didn't do nothing to him. But he needed propaganda to go into office. So he did the divide and conquer tactic. And then he fell into his own creation. And it embedded in him. And it made him really hate the Jews. The Jews didn't do nothing to him. And he's not from Germany. He's from Austria. This is the same thing that's going on this internet. Dudes is taking this to a level they shouldn't be taking this to. They get so caught up with the hype. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When I walk around, people tell me hi and they recognize me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When that check comes in, I feel good. I got a little bit of change in my pocket and I ain't really do nothing but go on the internet and start talking that talk. You know what I'm saying? And, amp people up and start all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I want to make my money. Dude's getting way too caught up with this internet. Way too caught up with this internet, bro. Way too caught up, man. Sit around. Shit, I should have put that as I should have Snapchat it and put it as a thumbnail. I work, bro. I got a job. I've been working since, and there's no opportunities up here. You'd be surprised. But at the same time, I always pull up to my time. They don't love him in Brooklyn. Now you the Brooklyn ambassador. They been love me in Brooklyn. Why CK always showing off them checks that he get from Crime Stoppers? Hey, these dudes, and you know what the biggest thing is that everybody should look, and the most deepest thing of them all. You would figure that somebody saves your life. You would figure that somebody that saves your life, you will owe it to them to at least be loyal to them. Because the person didn't have to do nothing for you. He could have left you there and left you get your food ate. You would figure that would be an honorable person. But he's showing you. I don't have to tell you nothing. You're seeing it yourself. That these dudes will only love you because they respect that under the spotlight you will wash them up. They love you out of fear. They respect you out of fear. But when they don't have to fear you and respect you no more because now they out here and they're in the environment and they feel like they got that umbrella. I don't need no umbrella. I don't need no umbrella, bro. I don't need to be out there with like 40, 50 dudes. Oh, I don't need none of that. I'm a Spartan, bro. I don't believe in none of that. Not to brag. Not to brag. But at the end of the day, I went through for a triple joint. I went in for a triple. Me against 3. So ask me if I care about numbers. Ask me if I care about numbers, yo. Think I care about numbers? Made me laugh, bro. Dudes be bugging. But where dudes be bugging at is when they start, listen, I get stuff about trolls all the time. All the time I get stuff about trolls. All the time. And those trolls be ops. Let me tell you something. If I know somebody has a problem with my homie, he's a dub. That's my homie. Nobody comes before my homie. But if you always have been a snake dude, if you always have been a trifling dude, you ain't loyal, you're opportunist, that eventually comes out. Eventually it comes out and it goes on center stage. So the dudes that's following this individual, if he did it to somebody that saved his life, imagine what he'll do to you. If he did it to somebody who saved his life, imagine what he'll do to you. That's a dude you can't trust, yo. You can't trust those dudes, man. Because a lot of those dudes, they opportunists. They seek comfortability in the opportunity that they have. They stay comfortable in the opportunity until they can let go of the reins and go somewhere else because they don't actually want to be part of the opportunity if they ain't in control. If they ain't in control, they ain't happy. So they got to go on the internet and start throwing darts at other people. Ding, ding, ding. Start throwing darts. Bing, bing, bing. Yo, he's on live? Oh. Yo, the troll told me that you said this. The who? Hold on, did you just say the troll? Yo, I know y'all remember the Guinness Stout commercial with the one dude passed the other dude the bottle, he drank it, and he said, "Brilliant!" So you got an individual that sat in the car and started talking. The same dude that talk all that talk. You see, if y'all notice something, and everybody here can vouch for that. I didn't talk no extraordinary shit about nobody else. But I bet you that they said it about me. And I could pull it up. Salute, Death for the Cloud Chaser. See what I'm saying? It all comes, everything comes to light after a while. Everything comes to a light after a while. All dudes do is consistently lie. How you gonna go and say that you didn't say nothing about Pistol Pete? Yeah, I almost forgot about this. You was on the live saying Pistol Pete didn't put in no work. That was your exact words. You said Pistol Pete did not put in no work. And everybody heard you say it on the live. And in my Jerry Springer voice, and that was a lie. You said you ate like 8-9 dudes in the pen in my Jerry Springer voice, and that was a lie. You was telling dude that you brought me home, or Maury, and that was a lie. You said that you was up north eating dude's food. How you was doing that when your booty is a virgin? You ain't never put a razor in your jump off. And don't come saying that mouth stuff because they were scanning people's cheeks. Nobody does that mouth. That mouth stuff was back in the 80s, bro. That was gone. So if you ain't had nothing in your buns, you was unarmed. So how you was in there busting your gun like that? You ain't had nothing in your buns, bro. Come on, man. Let's keep it real. Facts, Lobos United. The Sex Money Murder was a street gang. It's a fact. Before the movement. But he went up there and did that. He went up there and started talking about Pistol Pete ain't put in no work. That he was in the Beacon with him or something, one of them jabs, no facility or something like that. But then you contradict yourself and you say no. Then you say that a person had a ticket for what is it, jerking off?
Yeah.
Never had a slug, bro. Never had a slug. That was a lie. It goes to show, man, what dudes would do to get far in this internet. But I tell you, don't come in the woods, man. It's hunting season, man. It's wabbit season. Shout out to Soundview as a fact. Then when the homie, let's talk about it. Then when he corrects you, you talk about you don't know him, he ain't nobody, because you ain't in the loop. That's why you're not in the loop. You're so into yourself and try to use that you was there in the beginning, and you're using that to cake off everything, man. You've been inactive, bro. You're a working man. You've been doing your thing. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that if you was doing your thing, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. Every time you get caught up in a lie, and that's the only good thing about when you do it on the internet. You always get caught out there. Every time you contradict yourself. Every time. So you're going to say that, let's talk about it, you don't know him, this, that, and the third. Oh, how you going to know him if you ain't in the loop? You talking about, yeah, I got billies and all this around me, and this, that, and the third. I don't know what you got around you. You know what I'm saying? If there is Billies around you, I hope they smart enough not to take heed to the stuff you saying, or if not, you probably throwing them a little bone on the side. I don't know. I don't care. This is way too big that a faction of individuals can break. You can't break this. This is way too big now. It's too late. So at the end of the day, stop coming on the internet snitching, bro. Do yourself a favor, because you already did yourself a favor. You already put it on the internet. Guess you're trying to buy yourself some time. Well, I don't know what you're trying to do. And it doesn't matter how many people join with you. You'll be surprised who's with me. And it doesn't matter who says what and who wants to do what. And I agree with you on that too, New York, New York. That's why dudes need to stay in their lane. Stay in your lane. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Don't shoot nothing. Don't shoot indirects my way. Don't get on the internet inside of a car and start talking that craziness, because you're telling, bro. You straight telling. Look, the chat is even saying it. Yo, what? The beef is on? Oh, I didn't know that Cat and CK. Look, they didn't know. They didn't know until you went in your dusty ass car and started talking all that craziness that was not true, trying to throw dirt on people's names, and you throw dirt on your own name with every contradiction and lie that you say. You do it to yourself. So while you trying to do it to me, you've been doing it to yourself. So how credible is you? How credible? And on the other dudes on podcast, no one said nothing wrong. What I'm saying is simply is when you go on the internet and you talking about some West Coast, East Coast, you don't even have the authority to tell nobody to check in. Who the hell is you? Who said you could tell people to check in? Who told you that? Salute, Talent Acquired. Appreciate you, bro. Who told you that you can tell people to check in? Who the hell is you? So I don't care who sides with you. Because at the end of the day, it's like this, bro. I'm doing a lot of things right now. And I really don't got time to be addressing this nonsense on the internet. We spoke on this phone last night. Should I say text? Because you're such a coward, you can't even FaceTime me because you can't look me in the eye because you're such a coward. You cheats. So you text me last night and you texting me and you playing games and you thinking that it's a joke. And then a troll goes on and people go on and hype a situation up and you fall for it. You get in your car, you start talking all that nonsense that ain't true because you're hearing it from dudes that's fool. And on top of that, word of mouth don't play in these streets anymore. You gotta have evidence. I could easily have a whole bunch of people co-sign for me. Hey, yo, son, I need you to co-sign for me and say that son was taking it in the back in MCC. Oh, I got you. That's the oldest trick in the book. I could get 5 dudes to do that. To say, Wildcat, what Wildcat is saying is the truth, bro. I'm telling you, it's true. That's easy to do that. Same way I could get 5 of each person that follow me to get 5 troll pages, and next thing you know, every time I finish my live, I got 3.7 thousand views. Come on, bro. Some people up here, they got mad subs and only got 3 people in their chat. And I'm not throwing no darts at nobody. I'm saying I've seen it, and not only one occasion, I've seen it in different occasions. See, dudes take the contents of things and they take it and they run with it. They start jogging. And they don't know where the hell they're going. That's the problem. Dudes don't know where they're going. Dudes want this stature so bad that they're willing to do anything. Dudes are so gullible in their mind that they're able to jump off anything people say. That's why they don't do it in my chats. That's why they don't do it in mine, because I don't fall for it. Yo, KK's talking about you. Yo, get on here. Yeah, I bet. Whatever. Yo, TK's talking about you. Okay, all right. So I go and I look. And when I look, I'm like, if I gotta sit there and really decipher is KK throwing darts at me or not, that's a waste of my time. For that, I don't care about it. Salute, Tony Starks. And I just keep it moving, bro. Because at the end of the day, if you look at the lives, everyone knew better not to deny that the Wildcat went extra. Everyone knew not to deny that I went way above and beyond and did put in more work. Some people will say, well, so what? You put in more work. Yeah, it was the work that won the war. That's what. That's so. The work won the war. So it's not so what? You put in more work. Salute, bro. That's what it is. Salute. Because when I was climbing fences to get dudes, when I was popping out my cell to get dudes, these are the things they weren't doing. When I put the toothpaste top in the door, if Bad Vibes is still in here, when I put the toothpaste top in the door and 1 South, I came out, Duke got 8, Top Guns, did what he did, and that was history. You heard? A lot of dudes can't talk about things like that. It doesn't mean that they cowards, though. It doesn't mean that they soft, though. We still give them respect, though. We still give them respect. But they want all the respect. They want people to look at them like they the Ace Boon Coon. No. That is a lie. That is a lie. If dudes were to stay in their lane, everybody would make that look. I don't go to Frost. I don't go to Flip. I do my own thing. I know one dude with one dude's with the other dude. I'm doing me. I do my own thing. I don't bother nobody. I still give salute over here. I still give salute over there. And I keep it moving, bro. I did this on my own without no help. Ain't nobody helped me do nothing. The AdSense, all that, I did all that by myself. That's a fact, Howard Anderson. The Big Stone TG and Wildcat situation is infamous. That's a fact. Everybody knows that. So a person shouldn't feel envious or shouldn't feel bad because I went above and beyond. They still put in work too. I still recognize them for that. I don't look down on them because I put more work in than they did. Because if you go to all three, I came in for a triple shooting. So I don't gotta say nothing about the streets. In jail, I was above beyond a beast. I don't gotta talk about jail. Right now I'm in retirement. Right now I'm living life, you heard? I'm living life. My woman don't gotta provide for me. It's crazy. Because my woman took me out for breakfast this morning, right? Right, boo?
Yes, I did.
She took me out for breakfast this morning. And I took them out to watch Harley Quinn. That's how it goes over here. We both help each other. Ain't nobody providing for nobody. Why you trying to decipher people's situation when you ain't got even first-hand knowledge, bro? And I'm about to get that soon too. The tax money. Yes, that's coming in too. That's a fact, Vincent Rodriguez. Said Wildcat retired with all the belts. That's a fact. I retired a champ. And when I say retired, I mean I stopped doing the foolishness that was necessary. Because now things is different. Things is way different now. Those times is over. And instead of dudes appreciating the bonds that they had, they out here talking about we different. They out here talking all this other stuff they weren't talking in there. Because if you wasn't talking that in there, why would you come out and talk it out here? Unless you were saying that in there. Because it was more than just a common goal. It's fear of the next man who has the same potential as you. Oh, that's a fact, Lucifer Brim. You see me? You see that? I've been like that all my life, yo. And I did 17 years. No, dudes be talking about they did time. What kind of time did they do, man? Do we even gotta go to that? Do we even gotta go there? Creep Dog, you a living legend, OG. Your stories even told down here in Texas. You was straight eating and can't no one say different. Of course. I don't come up here and freestyle and lie. I don't need to do that. I'm telling the facts the way it is. If I outshine other people, my bad. I don't mean to outshine other people.
So you got your teeth too.
Oh, that's a fact. I'm good. So I went through we don't got to go to what happened in the street. We already know that. We already saw what happened in the prison system. So now I'm out here and I'm on different time. I'm out here, and I thought that meeting up with my homies that I ain't seen in years, I thought that it was gonna be something of pleasure. I thought it was gonna be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I thought it was gonna be like a monumental thing because that's the way we was. You know what's funny? This how dudes is hypocritical. When we saw each other in the penitentiary, like for example, we be together in Rikers Island and we put in that work, and we go up north, we don't see each other for like 7 years, then we bump into a jail. Do you know how it is when you bump into your homie that you was putting in work with, and y'all bump later on, years later, that you ain't seen him, and you've been talking about him to other people the same way he been talking to other people about you. So therefore, when you expect that bond to be tightly knit, you don't expect no changes, no matter who you are as an individual on the outside. The bond you create, even if it was created on the inside, it doesn't change on the outside unless it was fake on the inside. It means it wasn't real. Facts, big dog. It's like you see, yo, I remember I went to the Beacon and I saw Old Dog when I was in the Beacon. And when I saw him in the top, he's like, yo, he started going crazy. When I went to see Gambino back in I think that was 2011. When I went to see Gambino almost got me kicked out the visit because he started making mad noise. Hey yo, cat! Hey yo, cat! And anybody knows Gambino, he's short, but he got a loud voice. And he was going crazy. Hey yo, cat, yo, you know what I'm saying, yo. Same thing when I went to see Goo. But you notice I went to see these people at that time because I was in tune. If people were doing them, this is what I don't get. If people were doing them, there's nothing wrong with that. Because first of all, everybody knows that the 93, 94 history is questionable. There's a lot of questions in there. Where it becomes bold points is from 95 on up. Yeah, he did. Entertain the God, he did. Yeah. It tells you like this, you got to cut people off, and it's a shame, bro. Because I'm glad that this is seen on live. Y'all got to see the type of people that these people are. Snakes in the grass, bro. And I don't care about that bozo scheme or whatever he's saying. He trying to talk spicy, man. Who cares about that dude? He's irrelevant. People gonna jump on his live and they're gonna throw batteries, and then they're gonna jump on my live and jump on his live, and I already know how that goes, man. Yeah, Bishon Silver, yes, that's fact. That's a fact, Lobos United. But me, I always speak the truth because at the end of the day, the truth is not hurting nobody. The problem with people is that people want to be more than what they've been through. You don't got to do that because there's nothing wrong with what you are. There's nothing wrong with what you've done. Just because somebody did more than you, it doesn't make you less of a man. All it does is simple. It tells you like this, man. You know what I'm saying? It tells you like this. It tells you that some people went a little extra more than other people. But it doesn't mean that the person is soft because he didn't go as hard as the other dude. And but the reason people don't want to accept the truth of that matter is because it takes away from their stature on this internet. Reign Supreme, salute, bro. That's right, 10 toes. You already know. Appreciate you, bro. I be knowing Jared McCaskill. Salute, Jared McCaskill. Rex Money, salute. It's unnecessary, man. Dudes ain't got to be doing that. I don't care if dudes jump me and everybody do a live against. I listen, man. At the end of the day, I'll be down there very, very soon. And at the end of the day, I'm going down there on business. Because I got the EP coming out. You know, at the end of the day, when I went to Jack Frost to do my interview, at the end of the day, they was out there. People didn't show up. I wonder why. I wonder why people didn't show up. See, I'm not going to be here on the internet promoting propaganda. I could go down the block and get a bunch of dusty dudes and just do a video. We out here. So what? Who cares? You warm? Your coat is good? You warm? Don't catch a cold, you heard? I'm sitting right here with my feet up, you heard? Brian Clark, why that interview never got played? Huh? Y'all heard what I said. One person got Jack Frost, the other person got another individual. I'm by myself. So at the end of the day, he even went in that interview with Jack Frost, that Jack Frost ain't putting out. He's saying that he got an issue with YouTube or whatever he's saying. Salute, Vincent Rodriguez. Appreciate you, bro. Salute. In that video, in that interview, I speak about the Pistol Pete situation. I speak about how when Son said that about Pistol Pete, that was not true. All of a sudden, now the video can't come out. I can't help that, bro. I can't help that. I can't help that people say things and they don't want other people to contradict what they say. So you know what you do? You just play the waiting game and you sit back and you say, hold up, let me see something. He gonna do it to himself. That's a fact, Felicia Cortez. There's too little generals and too many followers, and that's a problem, yo. That's a problem. It's too many. There's too many people looking to cheer for somebody. So when it comes to trolls and all that, you will know if the person is a troll. He got no logo. He has no logo. He might have 1 or 2 subscribers, and that's it. That's a troll. But so that he don't get caught, he has more than 1 page. But the problem with these trolls is that they ain't smart. They need to go to college for trolling. Because what happens is that when they troll, they say the same thing in the different pages that they done built. They're saying the same thing. They're saying the same thing on a different page. Frank Luciano, Frank Sanders, Edgar Santana. These troll pages is the same individual because he says the same thing. So you already know when somebody that I exposed or somebody that doesn't want to come out, because if they come out, I'm going to pull their skirt because they got probably skeletons boofed. So they do the troll page. Salute, J Moneybags. Appreciate you, bro. Phillies. Get Phillies from the corner store back in the days. Now let's be real. If a person was getting Phillies from the corner store back in the days, what does that mean? It means that that's what people was rolling in back then. So what you was doing back then? You was in the Cadillac, or you took a Uber back in the 90s. In the 80s, you took a Uber to the corner store to get a Dutch. Facts, Felicia Cortez. Now they're going to try to save themselves from the stuff that they said earlier. I already know they was going to come on live because they got to save themselves. But I'm breaking down the truth fact by fact. And still, I give people they do. Yeah, what you was taking, an Uber in the 80s to get a Dutch? So if a person lived around the corner from the corner store, he can't walk to the corner store to buy a Philly. If that's what people was smoking at that time, like what? I didn't even understand where's the rank on that one. Where's the diss? Yeah, I don't know where it's at. I'm trying to figure that one out. Like, what's wrong? White Owls, facts. Who's smoking all time? Phillies, White Owls. I mean, but where's the diss at? I'm trying to figure that one out. The rank on what people were smoking? All dudes got to do is stick to their lane. Do whatever you're doing. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing. If you can't afford the lifestyle that you want to promote, why you out there? Why you out there trying to live it? You can't afford it, so chill. Because then it makes you do desperate things. And when you do desperate things is what? Going on the internet, starting drama, telling people that there's beef when they don't know nothing. That's telling. You gonna tell me that's not telling? You gonna tell me that's not telling? That's a fact. A blunt of 40 of Crazy Horse. Oh man, Crazy Horse. That was my. I loved it that big. You heard? Dudes need to check themselves, man. That's the problem. Dudes don't want to check themselves. They think they so high and mighty. They looking at that seat. They think that there's a vacancy in the seat. There is no seat. Facts, official JB. If you go on the internet and you in your car and you're spitting all this craziness, stuff that is not even true. Because just like I went, anybody that been to Jack Frost, watched the Jack Frost interview, I always keep paperwork, bro. I always keep paperwork. What you got? What you got? What you got? Can't nobody say they challenged me to a fight and now back down. Can't nobody say any of no such thing. Can't nobody say none of that. Prove it. I didn't even have one slug in the feds, yo. Not even one, because I didn't recognize half of the dudes. 85% of the dudes that was around me, I didn't even recognize them, bro. I didn't even recognize these dudes. If you in the bathroom smoking K2, what kind of, you ain't no G. Get out of here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm supposed to go upside your face, eat your food, mess up my release, and you ain't nobody. Nobody knows who you are. John Woo, I'm going to say this. It's never been any dirt on your name, but these dudes can't say the same in the feds. We know that rats always speaking on their rats to throw off. Yeah, that's a fact. Throw you off. That's a fact. That's a Snapple fact, John Woo. That's a Snapple fact, John Woo. Because at the end of the day, bro, the truth is the truth, man. A lot of people don't like to speak the truth. They gotta build this facade for the internet, bro. So now this dude's gonna say, well, I'm famous now because now everybody got me as the cause for the East Coast, West Coast beef. And now I'm gonna try to curb it and say that, well, it's not really like that anymore. Why? Because dudes is coming back right now. I'm watching the videos, yo. I'm watching the videos. I'm watching them coming back. You over here dissing the West Coast. Salute, Big Mex. You over here talking all this craziness, trying to start something, and you don't have the power to do that. And believe me, don't ever think that me and you is gonna be cool or none of that. You stay in your lane, and I'm gonna stay in mine. Don't come in my lane, bro. Don't mention my name. Don't say nothing. Stop coming on the internet. Stop coming on the internet on some telling, because you just went and started saying, yo, that's what a person does in the courtroom, this, that, and the third. What you know about what a person does in the courtroom as far as taking a stand? Did you do that? Because the way I see it, that's a fact. When I heard him speak like that, I thought, what is your position? And you drunk and started his crap, and who's going to be the dummy to take the fall? A whole bunch of dudes are going to take the fall. A bunch of them dudes. Why you think the feds do so many indictments, man? They have a 97 point some conviction rate. Why you think that is? You got propaganda gangsters, bro, and they telling. These dudes is telling, man. They straight telling. That's all propaganda. Dudes need to really look and analyze things better instead of accusing. No, you saying this. No, that's you talking about me. No, this, that, and the third. No, this dude came in my chat and he said this, that, and the third. Why are you in the game and you don't understand the game yet? If you don't understand the game yet, tell the people behind you, sponsoring you, tell them to help you out, to help you understand, so that you don't fall victim to it all the time and make yourself look stupid. That's true too, Eric Cosme. My channel, like I've said, and I said it again, my channel is to help the youth, to help the people uprise from the situation, to have an analytical view into society and the cause and effects of why things are the way in the urban society. And more on top of that is also to show that people who have been through hell can still somehow find a way to the gates of heaven. And I'm not trying to get spiritual or none of that. I'm just saying, no matter no matter what a person says, you got to understand them for what they say and what they intent on what they say. Also, Cinco, salute. But that way they hate you because you're uplifting the community. That's the way it goes. I know. You think I don't know? They're going to hate me because all I'm doing is positive things. And I'm being intuitive. Sometimes I put a poem up. Sometimes I cook. Sometimes I'll talk about certain topics. Sometimes I help people with the law. My channel was totally different, bro. The only time you see me on this time is because now I got to correct people before their lies become rumors and rumors become what people think is true and it's not true. I don't be on here on that type of time. My time, I do different stuff with my time. I don't sit here and be like, yeah, you know, I'm real. He's fake. But you ain't hear from me. I don't do none of that clown stuff, bro. I'm not into that clown stuff. I stay in my lane, right? I stay in my lane. I do what I do. I don't see it. See something? Oh. I don't do none of that. Salute, Behind the Ball 2.0. Salute, I appreciate you. He said, I'm the guy who CK clip got posted on World Star. I did a story about what is the New York check-in policy. Check it out. I'm going to check it out. But here's the thing. This is a free country, bro. This is a free country. Ain't nobody gonna tell me I gotta check in nowhere when my music starts popping. You crazy? I'm going wherever I want to go. Checking in nowhere. I gotta check it with nobody. I'm going wherever I want to go. People are gonna accept me because they're gonna see what type of individual I am. They're gonna show me love because they're gonna see that I'm real. They're gonna understand me for being somebody that if they get into something, I'm there to help them. I'm on their team. They're gonna know that I'm not one of them dudes that's gonna turn my back on them. That's what they know me for. So that's why I gotta check in nowhere. Check in. What is this? Check in. I'm checking nowhere, bro. I go wherever I want to go. The same way the game did it. The game ain't checking to nobody when he went out there to Philly. He went right to the spot, ate or threw away a Philly cheesesteak and did him. That's how it's done. Check in. So do you hear how that sounds when you tell somebody that they gotta check in? That alone sounds disrespectful. That alone, by you telling somebody they got to check in, that alone is disrespectful. Check in. What? That's the easiest way to get smacked. What would you say? I gotta check in. What you mean I gotta check in? Crazy? Whole lot. Check in. Yo, when we say check in, that means checking the PC, bro. Yeah. And yo, you hear me, John Woo? This is one of everything. I told him about that last night. I told him don't play no games. But the thing is that I'm not trying to get on that type of time. I'm trying to do me. I'm doing me right here. It's a fact, Jason Jimenez. Nobody checking in. Man, listen. Out of here. They got a fake ghetto embassy. Now all of a sudden there's a ghetto embassy now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to check in to the embassy in Crown Heights, or you got to check into the embassy in Corona. What? The person that even says something like that, you got to smack them hard. Bang! Make sure you hear that across the street somewhere. Make sure they walk away with their head down, looking stupid. Smack them, then whack. What? Check in. I just did. Check in. Listen. And here's another thing, and then me and Wayno was talking about this earlier. If we're gonna keep it all the way 100, then dudes should know that the actual homie that really went out there to the West Coast and they spread love and did a whole lot of things was Jim Jones. No matter what anybody says about him, if you look at the video Certified Gangsters, where did he do that at? He went out there. If you want to go into history and you want to see what's legit and what's not, let's not even go there. That's why the song is called Certified Gangsters. You heard that? Certified. Because they went out there. Now I saw it, but he kicked it with them, and they know who he was. Dudes got this all the way twisted, yo. Or some G. They got this all the way twisted. All the way. All dudes got to do, man, this is real simple. Don't clout chase. Don't clout chase. Do your thing. Be innovative. Don't hate on me because I'm innovative, because I do different things on my channel, because a lot of people know me and respect me all around the world, in the United States. Don't hate. That's what I'm doing. You know how many times I've sat there and watched people's lives, and I'm hearing them lying, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let him do his thing, man. If that's what he want to do, that's what he want to do. That's on him. And I'm sitting here and be like, yo, this dude is straight lying. But I never blew nobody's spots up. I just stood here and said, let them do that, man. Don't worry about it. Later on, they're going to get caught up in their lives, man. But that's all right. I saw dudes rising, getting up there, and all that. I'm looking in the chat. Dudes is cheering. Yay! Yeah, that's a big homie. Sound like straight Mickey Mouse goofballs, right? And meanwhile, his son is up there freestyling. He's not even telling the truth, yo. I'm bugging out. I'm like, yo, son, why he freestyling? But it's all good. And you don't see me blowing dudes' spots up. I continue to do my thing. I'm doing me. I do my thing. I don't care what other people is doing, man. Let them lie. Let them do whatever they want to say. Let them say that let them say that they're the cause of this and they're the cause of that, and they started this and they started that. Let them say all that. That's cool. That's a fact, Jason Jimenez. J Moneybags. Oh, that's a fact, J Moneybags. That is so true. Hold up. Hold up. You see what he said? Listen, after this, I'm going to let them keep on shooting. Just so y'all can see that the whole goal is for internet views and subscribers and for their numbers to always be up. I guarantee you. Because if I'm saying it right now that you're going on the internet talking all that, you telling, and you continue to do it, there's only one reason why you're doing it. You're doing it to fool the masses. Propaganda. All internet stuff. All got to do with this internet and revenue and popularity. And the people you already done lied to and told them that you're something that you're not. Dudes went out there and gave out what? Turkeys? I saw that in American Gangster. And I saw that in a bunch of movies, man. I'm not emulating. I go to the homeless shelter and give out coats. Won't do it on live or nothing. Won't lie to Lisa Evers or none of that. However, you got Lisa Evers running around like a chicken without no head. Dudes and filled her up with mad lies. Yeah, they did Lisa Evers dirty. I'm looking at Lisa Evers. I lost all respect to her for her. I said, yo, what's wrong with this chick? She don't do no research. Facts, Joseph Vasali. Facts. Ooh, John Woo, man, John Woo. That's a fact. Yeah, street soldiers. Get out of here with that. You know, this is why I say, man, what's in the darkness is always going to come to the light, man. Dudes are so hungry for this internet thing that they don't even see what they're doing. They foaming in the mouth blind, like, I want to be the top. I want people to look at me like I'm the best. I want people to look at me like I'm that deal, like I'm this, I'm that. Sit your old ass down. That's right, Dante. Well, not street soldiers, foot soldiers. Smash burn, Lisa is the feds. Probably. This is what I say. And you know what? You know what's crazy? Lisa is feds. She works around them. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. The feds got a 97 point something, 97.8 conviction rate, man. Out of every indictment that they do, 90% of the people in the indictment start talking. They all start talking. The feds, they start hitting you with numbers that you like, what? They all start talking, bro. And they live around each other. When you go to the feds, bro, all these dudes being indictments, telling on each other, and live around each other. Some of them is bunkies. That's a fact, Dante Wells. There ain't no wins out here no more. That's why you can't do crime. I don't do crime. Singing Oprah, that's a fact. You know how many indictments I saw go through there? And dudes downstairs is telling on them, but they ain't gonna do nothing to him. If he's telling, then I'm telling them. That's it. That's the mentality in the feds, bro. That's a fact, Felicia Cortez. Life is not about having top quality things. It's nice, but it's about your actions and how you treat people and what you give to the community that's important. That's a fact. That's a fact. What I give to the community is this, man. I came from where I done 17 years in prison, both state and feds. State, I put in crazy work. Feds, I didn't have to put in no work because everybody's telling in it. Who you gonna hit in there? You only got a what? 6% of real dudes in there. Majority of dudes in there is telling. So if you think you're gonna go in the feds and you're gonna be that dude, that's a lie. Facts. It's all a lie. It's all a facade. Dudes can't see themselves being equal or under someone. I said this the other day. You don't never know who your friend is until you see if he can bear the sight of seeing you succeed in his eyes. Facts, Rod Diggs, that's a fact. That's my dude, Rod Diggs. We was in 5 North together, me and Rod Diggs. Fisher. Back then, the Nietas and Kings was destroying niggas once they got up top. So it's no way you was blood just chilling in population, you wasn't banging. Hello? That's a Snapple fact. You see what I'm saying? Dudes just need to be them, man. Just be you. There's nothing wrong if you was doing you. If you doing you, do you. Don't worry about the next man. Everybody got ops. I've been with a couple of both of their ops. And I don't go on the internet with that craziness talking about what they ops is saying, man. I don't care. At the end of the day, my homie comes first, bro. I don't care what our ops say. I'm not considering what someone as an op to my homie, what he says. He gets no consideration whatsoever. Because if my homie's my homie, he gonna be honest with me. I don't need third party knowledge when I can get it firsthand. Because third party knowledge can come with temperament. If you're not careful, it's gonna come with temperament. And if you're not smart enough to see the temperament, then you're gonna be a foolish dude. Yeah, about these others, right?
Oh yeah. Jason Gemini, let's read that one.
Attention is the new drug. I know, bro. Attention is the new drug. They saw Lil Wayne, they saw Jimmy, they saw 50, they saw Frenchie, they even saw Taylor Swift, they saw Demi Lovato, they saw all kinds of people up there doing their thing, and now they want to be on there. Well, go to La Voice or whatever. Go over there and try something. Put out a song that at least got some hits on it. That's hitting. You can't be already halfway dead and trying to be a rapper, man. It's too late. Help them other dudes get up. That's my whole point. That's a great point. Some dudes can't stand the sight of seeing their close allies become successful. Instead of celebrating your comrade, they become envious. That's what happens. Y'all see my lives. I'm not talking about nobody in my lives. All my lives, like I said before, all my lives, all of them. All of them. I'm talking about boxing. Dudes be throwing, I be hearing indirects when it comes to the boxing. Why? Because I don't have a video of somebody pounding me in training. Come on, bro. Salute, April D. Thank you, beloved. I don't have videos of me in training and none of that. No, I don't. But I got a necklace with a pair of gloves on it that was given to me when I won it. But I don't be thinking about throwing shots at nobody. But every time I listen, I'm like, yo. Dudes just don't. It's like you're driving on the highway and they're telling you don't pass that line. And you keep going on the line. You stay going on the line. Yo, get off the line. Stay in your lane, bro. Why you getting in other people's lane? Stay in yours. Don't worry about the next man. Build your fortress. Build it. You get it up there. Build your fortress. Instead of running around trying to be the realest, trying to be the baddest, because you didn't get that attention back then. That's what happens. Because everybody knows that all of them dudes, yo, Wildcat was a beast. Yo, Wildcat this. Yo, Wildcat that. Yo, Wildcat this. You make yourself look stupid when you contradict yourself and you say something different now. Now you're saying that you was putting the same work in that. Now you're saying that didn't matter. Now all of a sudden you see the hatred and the envy right there in those statements alone. Or when dudes is shouting me out in the chat, and the person looks at the person shouting me out and just ignores ignores what the person is saying because they don't want to give respects due to another person that's doing their thing. If somebody goes and salutes someone in my chat, I'm gonna say salute, blah, blah, blah. But I be seeing the dudes chat where dudes will go over there and say, yo, salute Wildcat or salute whoever, and they'll just look at it and they'll skip it and talk about something else because now they're seeing that the other person that's being saluted in their chat is doing their thing. All that is internet stuff, bro. All of that is internet stuff, man. All of that's internet stuff, bro. So my whole point is this, man. It's real simple, man. You don't gotta be on the internet, bro. Why you went to the internet again? This is the second time, bro. This is the second time you took it to the internet. We was just texting right here. You took it to the internet. Why you do that? Because you want a security blanket, bro. You tell it. The only reason you did that is for a security blanket. Because if not, you ain't. What is there to go on live and tell people blasphemy, stuff that's lies? What is the whole purpose of that? What is the whole purpose of that? If we was just on the chat, you took it to the live, and then it ain't like you took it to the live and you told them the truth. You took it to the live, and anything you saying is a lie. Everything you saying is a lie. I told you last night, don't open no doors, because I got this, bro. This is what I keeps. Paperwork. That's what I keeps. I always keep mine. So you up there talking about jerking off and all this stupidity, and person went to the box for that and this, that, and the third. Where the slug at? You just heard that from a bozo. That's food. This is what I'm talking about. These dudes are so smart, they make themselves look stupid. Facts. Docket number on it and all that. I can show mine. From what I hear, yours is questionable. Where's yours at? Let's get factual. Let's not talk all this other craziness that there's no evidence of. I could get 5 dudes to co-sign right now that you had herpes simplex when we was in the H from you sucking people off. I could get them right now, 5 people to co-sign that. Does that mean that that's true? That's right, Felicia Cortez. It's a security blanket. Security blanket. That's the only reason why dudes take things to the internet, bro. It's a fact, J Money Bag. It's a fact. Like I said, at the end of the day, man, dudes are going to talk a whole bunch of lies because they want publicity, because they want attention, because they want subscribers, because they want views. They wanted that every time they finish their views, they could monetize it and that there was about 300, 400 people in they chat, and by the time they finished, they over 1,000, and people were just checking their stuff out, and now they making money. See, this is what happens when you take block dudes. These are block dudes. When I say block dudes, these are block dudes. Dudes that were runners. These ain't dudes that were generals, because if you was a general, you will have your own lane, know how to make your own money without having to downplay the next person. That's a fact, Jay Breezy. I got my views from being myself. Yeah, I can cook. I put up cooking videos. I put a bunch of stuff up, man. I talk to the people. I do chats, you know what I'm saying? We talk boxing. I'm into different type of things, man. I don't got to be in here every day laying my pressure game down and making everybody think that if they don't follow me, you know what I'm saying, they fooled or whatever. I ain't with all that. If you follow me, you follow me. If you don't, you don't. That would too. I'm going to be me regardless. I don't feel there's anything of me I need to change. My time is occupied. I work. I spend time with my better half. And even my better half be coming at me sometimes because I be on this too long. I'm getting texts on my phone. My phone is going off all night. I got to be working with my editor overnight sometimes to fix things. You know what I'm saying? I'm working all night. Do I sleep?
No.
I don't even sleep. I be working all night. And when I have time, yes, I go after the trolls and I figure them out. No, I don't jump out the window because the troll tells me something in the chat. No, I don't do that. Because if I do that, I'm just a gullible idiot. That's what this is showing. That a lot of these dudes are more smarter than the dude that's on here doing podcasts and talking all that knowledge stuff. The dudes in the chats are more smarter. The trolls are more smarter because they're so smart that it doesn't matter how knowledgeable you are about how many books you done read. They already know how to get you. They know how to get you going. And then when you jump out the window and you get corrected, then you want to say that it's the person that's correcting you that's wrong. No, it's you that's wrong because you fell for it. That's a fact, Felita. Well, how's it go, babe? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, I don't want to curse because I want YouTube to strike me. But I already know what the third one said. That ain't happening. I'm telling you straight up, stay in your lane, babe. Stay over there. Stop coming over here talking about me. All that stuff that you saying is not true. Everybody knows it's not true. The only people that's gonna believe you are those troll followers that you have, whether they be out in the street or they be the dudes in your chat. I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna come up here and talk none of that talk. I'm in the Rock. I'm on the West Side. But the smartest thing somebody said the other day, he said, urban society thinks that they got to be like, I'm over here right now and this, that, and the third for them to get the job done. The white people don't say nothing. They just sneak up on you and do you dirty. Think about that. Think about that before you insinuate that somebody should be telling their location when they're on here. Think about that. As long as I got the advantage, that's how it's going to stay. This is why I'm always ahead. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to make sure I always have the advantage in the end. So you can look in the mountain and find me, but I know. Let's stop playing these games, y'all. Stay in your lanes. I don't bother nobody. I don't be talking about nobody. I talk about my own things, man. Nobody ain't taking no seat. Ain't nobody going to be the big homie. That's not happening. That won't ever happen. No, you can't make no calls and say that dude's got to do this, that, and the third. No, you cannot say none of that. Nah, bigness, man. I'm sitting in the living room. People's hitting me up. Yo, Cat, you got dudes. You got this dude on the internet talking crazy, talking lies, talking about somebody kicked somebody's door. That's telling. That's not telling, yo. Think about it. You going online and you talking about a crime, an alleged crime online. That's not telling? Are you serious? That's not telling. Yo, as a matter of fact, everybody in the chat, if that's telling, let me see some flames. I want to make sure that I ain't got it twisted. If that's not telling, let me see some flames. If somebody goes on the internet and starts talking all this crazy stuff about dudes kicking people, allegedly kicking people's doors, and dudes something about got jerking off. I don't know what the hell that was about. That was all kinds of. That's not telling. The chat is on flames right now. The chat is on fire right now. That is telling. So the people that's following you, if they agree that that's not telling, I'm glad I've not come nowhere near you or those dudes around you. Because that's straight telling. Straight telling. Chill. Shh. I know you need a security blanket. I understand, man. You need a security blanket. Let me write my will on the internet. If this happens, this is what happened. This is what it was. Come on, bro. That's straight telling, bro. Straight telling. You talk about use one of the big homies, and you on the internet telling. How you not telling? That was supposed to stay right here. But you went on the internet. Again. He told by saying it's a council and naming somebody in the council, alleged council, that's definitely telling. When he's saying who Dick Wolf and Lacey is, that's also telling. We know the feds is watching. Of course, bro, of course. I don't talk none of that stuff. You 100% right, John Woo. That's why I don't talk none of that craziness, man. All that stuff he talking about, council and Dick Wolf and all this, that, and the third. Because he wants the people to see him for what he ain't. He wants people to see him for what he ain't. If not, he wouldn't try so hard to be somebody that he ain't. Facts or no facts? It's the truth. It's the realness. If you see somebody doing their thing, first of all, he's gonna say that what if y'all look at that interview I did with Gully, basically what I said in that interview was certain individuals saying they were in 1B and they came for like 30 days and they went back up north. What's bad about that? No, you was not down there for years like we were. No. But you came down there. Okay. Now, how about the dudes that were saying that they was holding these statuses? They're not holding these statuses. This is what my whole point is. My whole point is dudes just need to do them. He on the bandwagon because I guess he feels that basically he feels that I'm winning. Yeah.
For 300 seconds.
Okay, hold on. Now watch this. Watch this. Let me show you how. Let me show you. Let me show you how. Let me show you how I do this right here. Right. Let me show you how I do this. Show you how I do this.
She's not. She's not.
Okay, what she? I'll fix it in a minute. Hold on. How do I get to? This is what I'm gonna do. I got another way of doing it. I want y'all to see what I'm about to do. Hold on a second. Everybody stay tuned. I want y'all to see what I'm about to do. Watch this. I'm not. Don't worry about it. I got it. I gotta find in the chat.
Sorry.
They're doing that to disrupt my live. Don't worry about
I
it.
can't right now.
Huh?
I can't right now.
Don't worry about it. Where's the person at though? The person gotta they joint gotta be up there. Why they icon ain't up there? They can't just work it like that. The icon gotta be up there.
What, when they take you out?
Yeah.
Well, I got taken out. Right?
Let me see. Where's it at?
I don't know.
Find it for me and let me know where it was at. Let's see.
It doesn't say it on mine either.
That's all right. That's easy. I'll get rid of that problem later on. But see, now we got a follower. We got a follower up in here that now that follower that's being used like a dummy, he up in here and trying to disrupt my live. So now I gotta look for his punk ass because he acts like he's a girl and X his stupid ass out. But at the same time, don't worry about it. Have fun. You gotta pop in somewhere. But yeah, and you look very embarrassing this morning when the dude said you're not a mob no more. Get up out of here. Stop arguing with Scheme. You look like a real stupid idiot this morning. Letting somebody talk to you like that. A bird nigga at that. And you know that, and just so everybody know who that is. Matter of fact, so everybody know who that is. That's Miss Playful. As a fact, Abel D, want to come up in here because got a little mod status and take people out. But at the end of the day, you look mad stupid this morning. How that dude just talked to you all crazy, talking about, yo, you not a mod, you not my mod no more. I saw that this morning. So for you to go on someone else's chat and help a dude that made you look stupid this morning shows a lot about who you are anyway, besides the other stuff. I'll be knowing that. Yeah, Iraq. Yeah, it's a fact. She out of here. So she gotta have all the fun she wants. I'm not gonna waste my time looking for her. But she can guarantee she'll be up out of here right after the live is over. Yeah, I be knowing. I be knowing, April D. I be knowing. But she should be embarrassed that a dude did him dirty. Because you know that's a dude. Did him dirty this morning. Did him dirty. That's a fact. And that's a snake in the grass. And that's a good example of what I'm talking about. Got you, Felicia. Hit me up at Wildcat 555. I be knowing all that stuff, bro. I be knowing all that. But see, they already know not to be messing with me because they know how I do. See what happened with the last person. You see what I'm saying? They already know how I do. We can play this game. You're not going to win against me. I have no losses. I have not ever lost. She killed a copy-paste head. Not 914 New York way, salute. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? They can all team up. And they still ain't got a strong enough army to go against me, man. Because I got the people. And the people that I got, they ain't followers. The people that I got are generals themselves. That's what makes us Spartans. We don't need nobody. We got each other. And on top of us having each other, we don't contradict ourselves. We don't come at dudes. We don't need internet fame. We don't got none of that. I be knowing Robert Featherstone. I be knowing. That's why I take your Robert Featherstone. That's why I take the time to follow the trolls, to see where the trolls go. Because they always blow up their own spot. They're not smart trolls. They idiots. They probably only got a GED and barely got that. But that's how it is. You hear me, Robert Featherstone? That's how it is with these people, man. That's how it is, man. When they're losing, they try all types of tactics. Yo, send it in there as a wrench. So if we got beef, I'm single-handedly doing this. I have no assistance, no ITs, nobody. Besides my homies, of course, my Billies and my homies and everybody else that love the Wildcat. And you hear me, I don't never put no OG in front of mine. You know why? I ain't old. I ain't old. Y'all gonna see. Watch when the weather get warm. Y'all want to see how a boxer works out? Y'all gonna see. I just wait for the weather to get warm. I don't need to practice or none of that. I'm already in shape. If I stand up, I don't have no stomach, none of that. I don't need security around me. I don't need people to do nothing for me. I don't need none of that. Need none of that. I don't need to feel comfortable with a bunch of people around me. I don't need none of that. Like they said, yo, people be up there. Yo, I'm on 4th Street and Broadway right now. What's up? I'm out here. Where you at? That's it. I am going to open up a boxing school. That's one of my endeavors. Facts. You know, it feels good to be able to go by the lake, under the sun, shadow box, run on the grass, run through the trails. It's nice to do that. It's nice to do those things. You know what I'm saying? I know. Cooped up in one little box gets frustrating, and then you go from one little box to another little box. It's frustrating. That's why I don't like living in buildings, because you're going from one box room to another box room. I like when I walk outside, I'm only about 20 steps from the lake. I like that I see everything that comes because I'm so deep in that I can see headlights all the way from the top. They tell you in the art of war, terrain is very important. For those that be reading all them art of war books, Sun Tzu was the master of terrain. That was his whole thing, terrain. Facts, you a lot. Terrain, always important. Oh, the air is beautiful. The air is beautiful. I'm in tune with the animals. Cause you know what? You give a deer a berry, and he'll appreciate that. Like a dog, you give a dog food. A dog is always gonna love you because when he's hungry, even though you want him to eat the dog food, you still break down and give him some food, and he knows you're gonna do that. So he gets stickativity. People respect each other and like each other for the goodness that they do for themselves. As a fact, J Money Bags, mountain life. I love the mountain life. That's a fact. Yeah, I got that coming out, Butch. I'm waiting for this for it gets a little warmer. Word, J Money Bags. Best thing I did was got out of New York City. Facts. I love New York City. Don't get me wrong, and they love me in the hood. The real dudes do. All these listen. I don't big up dudes that's washed up, man, because I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I'm still in the game. And when I say that, I'm talking about, I'm still, on deck, should I say. I like walking out and going in the trails. Bears, deers, crows, geese, ducks. Like that type of stuff, you heard? That's when you know you're doing something right in life. I like having my own place. And I like being with my better half too. It's how it is. Salute, Papa Song Money. Those are the things that I like to do. I don't glorify looking stupid. And I'm not saying that people in the ghetto is stupid. No, not at all. But I don't glorify, people like to glorify things knowing that it doesn't show you moving up. Does 50 Cent live in the projects? Does Jim Jones live in Harlem? People move on. People move on, and they do things that solidifies they stature. I'm loving my time. I don't gotta worry about nothing in my time. I'm loved in my time. You know why? Because dudes see it all the time. Homie, we are home now and enjoying freedom. We don't want any smoke with anyone who tells the CEO you have a problem before we sign up for a rec. Wildcat, that is a Snapple fact right there. Homie, we are home now and enjoying freedom, and we don't want any smoke with anyone who tells the CEO you're having a problem before you sign up for rec. Did I go on the internet and start talking about this dude? No. I didn't even take any callers. But they in there. Wayno. Bad vibes. Everybody is in there. Salute to Wayno and salute to Bad Vibes. They know the truth. They were there. They were there. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Jay Breezy Fireborough. I'll just say this. Huh?
Peter Lopez
Peter Lopez. He said the Playful was a shit all this time. Yeah. Don't you see what length people go to try to get at dudes and to try to stop people from telling the truth? They go and they send their dojas into the chat. And that's a good example of what I'm talking about. They'll send their doja in the chat. And that doja is going to go in the chat. They go to their chat, give them information. Then now, instead of them saying, yo, man, I need to stop, this way he could stop and we leave it alone, they go and they're going to keep on, they're going to keep on. Because at the end of the day, these dudes are not comfortable with themselves. That's the reason why they try to be so extravagant, because they're not comfortable in their own skin. And being that they're not comfortable in their own skin, they used to drop slips. Now they just tell in front of you. That's a fact, bro. Look what happened to me. We was eating what we just got? Oh, we was eating hamburgers, French fries, and onion rings, right? Because I can cheat. I can cheat. Look, I'm not fat. Everybody knows I ain't fat. I can do that. And I get a phone call, says, yo, Cat, this dude up there telling. I'm like, who? They say, yo, go to CK joint. I'm like, let me see. I go to CK joint, and I'm like, here we go. So I sit there and I start listening. And I start saying to myself, like, hold up, bro. This don't make no kind of sense, bro. But one, that you're telling. Because if we was last night talking on the phone, why would you go online and start telling? Then you got another dude jumping on the bandwagon because y'all both in cahoots. The same way we was in cahoots on you. But at the end of the day, I ain't never said that you was going ham on the island, or that you was that, like you said about me. I've never said that about you though. So at any time when I say you wasn't putting work like that, I'm telling the truth. When you try to say that about me, you're lying, because you already said it and you already certified it. So don't get tight now, because the joke is on you. And now you just want to start spitting stuff that's not true, that you hearing from ops. The Scrooge Five support what? Support them. He's supporting them. Yeah.
Oh, you said.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact, Robert Featherstone. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do, Robert Featherstone? I'm gonna eat, take a shower, lay down with my girl. You see? Because you don't see me. My girl was back there. You don't see me on the internet like, I'm not miserable. I'm good. Life is good for me. Life is good for me. I don't got no problems. I love him sexy. That's how I like him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see where I'm struggling at. What am I struggling at? You see this? I think I gotta go in the closet and start wearing the shine again. You know, I just got tired of wearing the shines, because that's kind of like anybody can wear shines nowadays. You gotta do is wear little skinny joints, and then people look at them like, I gotta start doing that. Or maybe I should change my earrings, because when I go get my stuff, I got this other earrings, they square with diamonds in them. Like, I gotta start doing all that stupid stuff. Huh? I don't mean nothing. Thanks, Felicia. Appreciate you. I be knowing Maple to Zero. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. But look, How should that person feel the way that person was talked to this morning? Go to CK's live this morning. That was like talking to a child. That was so belittling. That was crazy. Right there, he would have got a whole pack of francs. Talking to like that. This is what I'm saying. This is why in the chats I look and I see victims. I see victims to these dudes' facades. Salute, real Jeffy Loco. Like I said, man, dudes gotta stay real, man. Stay in your lanes, man. I'm not bothering nobody. Ain't nobody saying nothing to nobody. I'm not referring to nobody. I'm doing what I do. Why you worrying about what I do? Why do I have to be the topic of your indirectness? Or why do I have to be the topic of you getting online telling? Anybody stay in their lane. It's that simple. Don't hate on the next man because you see the next man rising. That's the craziness. If you can't handle the intellect of this internet, then this is not the thing for you. Jared McCaskill, facts, 50-year-old rapper. Man, that shit ain't working no more. You should have did that when Big Daddy Kane was out. It's too late now. Mario, check it. He's another thing. I spoke with Mario. Mario was upset about certain things that he saw, not with me, about other people's chats. He said, yo, he didn't like that at all. But then, people are strategic, so they have old clips of interviews with Mario and they throw it up. Boop. That did not fix the problem. What actually fixed that problem was Wayno. Wayno came in there and corrected that. Like he was supposed to. He corrected that. And then that was it. But again, I ain't gonna make no money, man, because Cat doing his thing now. And Cat got more, he's into more different things than I am. I can only sit here and talk trash. Cat is cooking. Cat is doing this. Cat is doing that. Cat is doing this, that, and the third. Well, you gotta broaden your horizons, bro. You gotta spread. There's people copying me right now. Put mic check. That's one of them. And he's probably gonna do a video of me tomorrow. Who knows? I don't care. All right, let me just understand this. Don't CK be going to visit with CK at the casino a couple months ago? Yeah. That's true, Besta. It's true. Yes. That is actual fact. Salute, Besta. That is actual fact. Two cents says, damn, I haven't been on Wildcat channel in a minute. Knuckle got backdrop subtitles now. Okay, Wildcat. Didn't I say in the beginning that I was going to show everybody how I come from down to up? I told everybody I'm going to do this live in front of everybody. Everybody saw me in the attic. Everybody saw me in different places doing lives. And now look where I'm at. I did it in front of everybody. So everybody see me. I had no shame in my game. I didn't come in Mr. Extravagant. I got it all. No. Let's be real. If you want to speak on history, Wayno is and was the outside of Deadeye back then, Wildcat. That's a fact. That's why Wayno came up there and corrected that. He said, "Hold up, man, you talking that craziness? That's not how it went." Facts, Felicia. Facts. Fact. All right. That's a fact, Robert Featherstone. You got to look at it like this. I told everybody the truth. You see what I'm saying? I told everybody the truth. I started from scratch. And from scratch, I built it in the eye of everybody so that everybody can see. I didn't come in here and say, yo, I got this, that, and the third, and really I don't got nothing, or I'm living off of somebody else. I came here little by little, I built it up, 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 up. And yeah, I did have help. Yes, I did. If I sit here and lie and say I did it, I had help, but not the help that these people got. I had help from people that got nothing to do with any type of internet, YouTube, or none of that stuff. Alan Chang, what up, baby boy? Where you was at?
Cooking.
You was cooking, Alan Chang? Yeah, nah, that's a wrap. After it's a wrap, Felicia. After this, that's a wrap. Listen, man. All they gotta do is don't say nothing about me. Don't throw indirects. Do your channel, and that's that. The other dude, he does his channel, and that's that. And me, I do my channel, and that's that. Don't let the people gas you up, and you're gonna keep going on with this and keep going on with this because I'm not gonna entertain it no more. All they gotta do is go back to this live that's almost 3 hours long, and they'll know all the truth. It was all said in this live, so I don't gotta keep coming back. You could bring somebody and say, "Oh, well, this person was there with him, and this, that, and the third," and then dudes are gonna be like, "Who is that dude?" And on top of that, the dude, where's his proof at? Where's his evidence? Don't got it. Like I said, I could call 5 dudes and say, son got caught with herpes simplex in the lips because he was doing something wrong up in the prison system. I could get that easy. That's a fact. Looking for the truth 100%. That's a Snapple. You right, just in case. Yeah. Yo, do I get mad? Yo, my other half can tell you I don't even get mad. Just sometimes when I get off the live and I guess people were either sleeping or working and I got off the live and my live was at like 700, right? When usually my lives, when I'm off my lives, like 1 point something thousand. I don't get mad. I don't look at other people's lives and say, yo, what are they doing? They scheming on me. I don't do none of that. You know what I do? It's going to get there. That's all. It's going to get there. By the time I tune in the morning, towards the afternoon, it's up to a G and it's going up and up and up. And that's it. People are tuning in later. That's it. I don't go and say, yo, they scheming on me. He's doing this. I don't go and do that. I stay in my lane. That's the problem. Dudes don't want to stay in their lane. They want to be the public figure. They want to be the ace boom coon. They want to be the person that's this, that, and the third instead of being themselves. You was all right. No, you didn't go extra hand. You did not. Stop lying. But you did put in work. Okay. Leave it at that. The people that went extra hand were people like when Pimp went on there, Pimp said people were setting traditions like Wildcat climbing the gate. The same people that was like, yo, someone putting in man work. Now, if you come and say something different, you contradicting yourself. Everybody knows you talking out your ass because you didn't say that before. Now you're gonna say that now. That makes you look like you a liar too. I'm telling you, bro. All dudes got to do is stay in your lane, bro. Stop getting out your lane, man. That's why this keeps on happening. Cause dudes don't stay in their lane. They keep going in their lives, shooting indirects because they want to keep they followers. They go into the chats. This is what these dudes do. They go into the chats or send people that they know to go into the chats. When they go into the chats, they start having conversations back and forth. Then they go on their own DMs and then they start saying, yo, this is the movement that's going on here. You know, we're not dealing with son and this, that, and the third. And then they pull those people out of the chats like idiots because they get yanked by the shirts and then they become followers. They become followers because they ain't real. Yeah, people that was there, they know the truth, bro. But yo, man, at the end of the day, man, hazardous. As a fact, hazardous. At the end of the day, man, like I said, man, dudes is way out of pocket. Now they're gonna go on their lives and tell the people that follow them that they ain't in pocket. They're gonna try to say that it's me. They're gonna try to say that, yo, Wildcat this, Wildcat that. I just showed y'all my last 4 lives. My last 4 lives ain't on nobody. 2 of them is on boxing. One of them is on Nat Turner, and the other one was on Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and stuff like that. Wasn't shooting at none of these dudes. And if they tight about the interview that I did with the young brother, I didn't. Why you getting tight? Why? Because I spoke the truth. I didn't tell no lies there. I spoke the truth. Dudes ain't got no power to make no calls about nobody checking in and none of that. Stop that. Dudes, they come to 1B, but when they came to 1B, they stood for about a month and they went back up north. There's nothing wrong with that. What's bad about that? This other dude, he wasn't cutting nothing because his buns is virgin. He never put nothing in his buns, yo. He wasn't one of the dudes. Listen, the dudes that was shooting in John Woo, am I right or wrong? The dudes that was shooting, they had their buns full. Because you got to keep your gun on you at all times. You don't know if you live in that life, your buns is full, bro. Just stay in your lane, man. That's all you got to do is stay in your lane. If you want to continue to do lives and go back in the car and start telling again, be my guest. Start telling again. That's all you're doing. When you go on lives and you start talking all that craziness, what you're doing is you're telling. You are telling. That makes you a rat. And what makes you a rat is what everybody sees. Salute 48 Laws of YouTube. Salute. Facts, Robert Featherstone. Wildcat, you probably don't remember this, but I talked to you once, one-on-one of CK's lives, just showing respect for how you stood up for him. Yeah. That's why this is good. This is what I want y'all to see. How is this dude real when he goes against the person that saved his life? How do you follow somebody like that? There is no difference between in and out. That's propaganda. If a person saved your life, then you owe this person your loyalty. You don't gotta give them no bread. You don't gotta give them none of that. You owe that person loyalty. But these dudes weren't loyal niggas to begin with. They were they were in line because they know that those around them was no joke. So they had to get in or they had to get down or lay down. He's jealous you saved his life. That's crazy. That tells you who you're following. That tells you who your so-called man-made big homie is. Cat, I was in that building. Everything that happened is the big. We knew about it. The porters were full, and you ate for him. Not once, but several times. Yet he forgets he puts you down. Yeah. 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 If a person saved your life and you turn on that person, what kind of person are you? What kind of person are the people that are following you? What kind of people are those? I be knowing Morris Smith. Dudes get mad when you say they weren't active. And they weren't active. See, I came home, I got a job, and I was still in tune with everybody, but I was on the low because I just came home. I got to move a certain way. I got to be mindful of the way I move. I can't be running around like a chicken with no head on it because all that's going to do is going to cost me. Right or wrong. If I come home and I be like, yo, I'm up here doing this, I'm up here doing that, that's a no-no. That's a no-no. Who does that? Nah, Pete. Nah, Pete ain't never give me no hood. No. I think so too. Venezuela raised. There's some people in there that's police. Think I don't know? I know. That's why my channel got nothing to do with all that mess. I don't got nothing to do with that. I stay away from that. As a matter of fact, I'm glad that he put it on air so that they know I don't deal with that dude. I don't mess with that dude. I ain't part of that dude. None of that. Nothing that dude does. I don't want to have nothing to do with that dude. He needs to stay over there. Stop coming over here. Stay over there. Because everybody knows I challenged him to go to the gym and he didn't even take the challenge. He's talking about he need to train and all that. Talking about what your knuckles can do. Come on, man, knock it off. What your knuckles can do. Come on, bro. I don't gotta talk about mines. I don't gotta prove nothing. People already know. And I'm not talking about for one, I'm talking about all over. You see what the people are saying in the chat. People are saying in the chat from Texas. In the 90s, in the early 2000s, when I was in Attica, Auburn, all that stuff. I had people from Texas writing me. When I came out in a newspaper article with bad vibes, I had people hitting me with fan mail. I've been through all that already. But the jewel here is somebody that saved your life and you turn your back on them and snake them. What kind of person are you? What kind of person are you? That's what them dudes need to realize. That's what they need to put. Who said CK can't put the check in effect? Damn, fam. He on World Star making a fool out of New York. Yeah, that's a fact. If anything, he should be happy that I came on and corrected that. He should have called me and be like, yo, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I think I bugged out. Friends like him, you don't need enemies. That's a fact. He the toothless king of Uber. Yeah. So it makes me less of a man because back in the early 90s when I was about 15, 14, whatever, and before I went to Spofford or whatever, that I went to the store and bought a Philly. So what I was supposed to take to the corner store? A limo? I'm supposed to go to the corner store in a limo to buy a Philly? Like, what? This is what I'm talking about, y'all. Do I gotta keep going around famous people or people that were famous but are washed up right now, and I gotta keep going around them for people to know that I'm in the loop, that I'm this, that, and the third? No, I don't gotta do none of that. Let them dudes die and decay in peace. They washed up already. Salute Ricky Sykes. Salute to Brownsville. Salute Rico Mack. He said I need some plátanos and half chicken Uber Eats. That's a fact. Listen, bro, I just want everybody to know this, man. You know what I'm saying? We are people, and the people are the power. When we have the power of the people, we need to utilize that power that's beneficial towards the people. If it's only beneficial towards the person who speaks of the change, then that is not a composition of ideals. That is a composition of selflessness. That is a composition of a person who don't care about nobody. Not that one, Real Ray. He's not the king of New York, man. Dudes need to stop what they doing. This is what I'm saying. Just stop what you're doing and think. Or do I gotta get on what's them dude's name? That sing the Digital Underground. Do I gotta get on some Humpty? Just stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the image and style that you're used to. Remember when he said that? Robert Featherstone, that guy that went to the store and brought the Phillies back in the day, stood 10 toes down with you and saved your life. But you snake him in open public. So you let everybody know what type of individual you are without me having to tell nobody. And then you go online on the internet and start talking caca. And then you're going to say that you're not telling? You're going to say that that's not ratting? Nobody knew anything. Again, this was just like the last time. For those of y'all don't know, what's that dude name? Willie Colon. The name of the video is called CK. CK be capping. Yeah. The name of the thing called CK be capping. Look at that video. An eye for an eye. Who cut Johnny Blaze's hand in HDM? Damn, I forgot that one now, 4977. Because I think when Johnny came to the H, I think I was already no, if he came to the H, I probably didn't even know about that situation, to be honest with you, because I lost contact with Johnny once I left the 4 building. But salute Johnny Blaze. That's my dude. Cat, they tell so much, they believe they ain't telling. I'm trying to say the same thing, bro. Anytime you go on this internet and you start, even when you're doing indirects, that's not telling. His teeth got like that from eating pink houses. Yeah, that's it. That's the name. That's the name of the video. Now you see that video, right? I was at 10:30 in the morning. I was cooking breakfast. My wife was right there. I'm cooking breakfast. All of a sudden, I tune in to actually watch his live, and he's on the live talking all this. He's squeezing and all this craziness when he could have called me on the phone. He took it to the internet, and I said it then that's telling. Then I let it go. I let it go. That's what Felicia was talking about earlier. I let it go. I let it be. And today he did it again. Then he gonna say I'm wrong. That's not telling. How is that not telling, bro? How? If nobody knows nothing, and you go on the internet and you start talking all this craziness, that 99% of it is not true. I think I did go and buy Philly a few times when I was a kid. Yeah, I did. That might be true right there. Come on, bro. Are you serious, yo? Are you serious? Dudes got to start telling the truth, man, and stop lying. Stop trying to overshine the next person. Stay in your lane. Then dudes be mentioning names, and they start saying these people names like these people are backing them up. These people are not backing them up. Everybody knows, for example, let me see, who can I speak about? Mark Cross. I did a whole live on that felonious paperwork that they was trying to put out on Mark Cross. I did a live on that. Way before anybody. I did a live on that because I got those paperworks too. Yeah, masturbating in the cell. Where's the ticket? Where's the ticket? I would have never made it to the halfway house. That would have cut my halfway house time. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. This is why you know. Derek Grant, CK calling names again, 100% right. That's what I'm saying. It's not me. You're doing this on live. People are watching you doing this, and you're going to try to deny that you're not. What's popping, Brent Five Side? Too tough for my own good. Salute. You on live doing that. Facts, Queen's finest. Gotta stay away from the frenemies, man. Dudes have turned this into a scavenger hunt. Everybody's trying to snatch their piece instead of building their own stuff. I should be the example for everybody. I don't have no help. I build my own stuff. I had to figure everything out. I had to market myself. I had to do the Instagram. I got about 5,000 over there. I got another 5 over here, going on 6. You know what I'm saying? I'm up there. I had to work to that, but I did it in front of everybody. I had to work to get there. Ain't nobody tell they man, yo, subscribe to my people, bum, 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 bum. Ain't nobody do that for me. It's easy to stop the nonsense, man. The way to stop the nonsense is stop throwing indirects, stop playing divide and conquer games. Dudes start playing divide and conquer games. Shiesty 8. Rob Lowe poked up Mel Cross. I don't know about that one, Shiesty 8. I don't think so. I can ask him though, because he ain't gonna lie to me. As a fact, Free Pistol Pete, AB-21 guns. CK still using the Fifi. Uh-huh. All he has to do is stay in there. All these dudes got to do is stay in their lanes, man. I don't bother days, so they shouldn't bother mine. It's that easy. That's fight. Freeway, no Valentine. That's all they got to do, man. That's all they got to do is stay in their lanes. I proved in my lives, there ain't no indirects getting thrown in my lives. What happens is that when people feel that certain things people are saying intervenes with their little master plan, they take it like if somebody's shooting at them. But what it is that your master plan is so fraudulent that you look at it like it's a direct message hit from somebody. Ain't nobody shooting at you, bro. Ain't nobody talking about you. I see it in the chat. I see it in the chat when they salute me in the chat, and you just look at it and keep it moving. You don't want to acknowledge your brother, huh? That's okay. I knows that, but don't care about it. I'm still doing me. That's the problem with these dudes, bro. The bag. The bag got the dudes out of character. The bag got these dudes shooting themselves in the foot. That's a fact. JM King won. Dudes think that dudes take things so left nowadays. It's crazy, bro. Shout out to Ghoul Family, man. I was talking to Ghoul Family the other day too, man. Don't you know that in Ghoul's indictment, all these dudes that supposed to have been real went in? They went in. And now that man got another 20 more years. This is what we dealing with out here. That's true, Robert Featherstone. I give that to Mel Cross. Level-headed. Shaquille was like that too, level-headed. But Shaquille will spaz out too. But he's level-headed most of the time. Let's get it right, y'all. Let's get it right. How you rat and say fallacies in the same? Trust me. Did I go on the internet and call anybody out? I did not. Did I go on the internet and try to make how you say it, a stance against another person? So two dudes try to get on me. The same way he thought that me and Kev went on him. So dudes is switching roles here, switching sides. And I'm still remaining the same. I'm still remaining the same. I'm light-skinned, I'm pretty, and I've never been touched. Fact, he did it to himself. So when people want to jump on the bandwagon, I don't care. Jump on the bandwagon. Fine. Go ahead. Because you're jumping out of envy. He's jumping out of because a dude is not going with the false pretense that he's promoting out there that can cause people their lives. He got 20, bro. He already got 20 to life in the state. Now he got another 20 in the feds, man. Yo, bro, live from 718. If you look at my lives, it proves it. My lives prove it. For the last 5 lives, before yesterday, the lives before yesterday, all I did was do me. And then today, was it today or yesterday, I spoke with the young brother, and I didn't do nobody dirty when I was talking. Dudes just don't like the fact that they out here promoting that they did that in the third, and they trying to be bigger than what they are. And I'm not letting them shine on that pretense. And they've been doing all kinds of like everybody knows. Jack Frost got that video. Now all of a sudden, Let's Talk About is going at CK about what he's saying about Pistol Pete and other things that he was saying that wasn't true because he got caught in the lie with that one too, of course. CK getting caught in lies. He's going to continue to get caught in lies. But those around him that he's feeding or he's giving them whatever he's giving them, they're going to continue to take his side because he's their means of income. Fine. Yeah, he said counsel all that. I know about all that, but I don't get involved with that, man. That's gang politics. I'm not on gang time over here, man. What I'm on here is helping people improve. I'm on helping people, the young ones save their life. I know the demographics of single mothers, single fathers. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do, man. And if y'all notice, I've been the same since day one. You see, everything around me changed. But I didn't change. I stayed the same. Everything around me changed. In a minute, I'm going to be doing a live off a yacht somewhere. Am I going to change who I am because I'm in a yacht? It's not going to change. I'm still going to be the same person I am today. Because I don't let nothing change me. I don't get inspired by the bag. I'm not into that. My mind is not on that because I have talents. I can rap. And you will see. Because if he want to make money, get your best to come at me. And I guarantee to you, because I know you ain't going to rap against me, because that's going to be hilarious. But get one of your best ones. And I turn him upside down and empty his pockets. You see all the quarters and change falling on the floor, bro. Hybrid! Out of here. Come here, let me shake you, shorty. Come here, what you got? What you got? Let me shake you up a little bit. Shut up. Little Dave BK, salute. Appreciate you, bro. You passed CK a long time ago. To keep it 100, CK, you said it yourself. Wildcat saved your life. Myself, I can't show nothing but loyalty to that. It's a fact. All this is on live right now. Yeah, Pistol Pete is a gangster for real, for real. Pistol Pete did put in work, man. He was in the bing with me, man. Hawaiian Joe, salute, bro. How's the baby? The baby good? Send a shout out to the wife for me, bro. Shout out Malia. Yeah, we got a baby Spartan in the building, you heard? Got a baby spotted, man. Shout out Malia. We love you, Malia. Like, dudes gotta understand, bro. I'm not on here for that. Dudes want to prove and prove and prove and prove. You ain't got nothing to prove, yo. Just stay in your lane. Succeed. You know how to succeed. It's easy. Be intuitive. Be creative. You succeed. You don't gotta bash your bro. But I already know we not bros. So that's why I'm telling you right here. Stay in your lanes. All that bandwagon stuff, I don't care about that. I don't care what anyone says. Stay in your lanes, man. I don't mess with y'all lanes. Don't mess with my lanes. Don't throw indirects. Stop throwing indirects. You stop lying. Stop telling people stuff you can't prove. Stop going by word of mouth for other people's ops. Get facts, you see? Facts. This is what you need. Facts. This type of stuff. This is what you need. Facts. Everybody knows if y'all look at the Wokecast, the Jack Frost joint, I went up there with the paperwork. The Wildcat don't freestyle. That's true, Felicia. That's why it's a rap. I'm not dealing with that individual no more. Not dealing with that individual no more. I don't want no dealings with that dude, man. Anybody that deal with that dude, that's on them. I don't care about Scheme. Scheme can talk whatever he wants to, man. At the end of the day, what does this look like? This is the best way for this to look. That they were all in cahoots. And look at me, I'm standing here strong. Like what? All of them on their podcast can talk whatever they want on their podcast, bro. Every single one of them, I don't care. At the end of the day, people know who I am. People know who I am. And on top of that, people respect who I am. And on top of that, people love who I am. Because I don't lie, I don't put facades up, I don't let the bag blind me. I don't do none of that stuff. And I'm not even going to talk about other things that I spoke about today with a certain individual that called me from overseas. He told me not to say nothing, so I'm not going to say nothing. But I tell you straight up like this, bro. Dudes need to stop. You want to make money on the internet? Do your thing. I be knowing April D. I don't fall in for the instigating trolls. Trust me, I be knowing. That's what I'm saying. If dudes is on their podcast talking stuff about me, I don't care what they saying. Because at the end of the day, listen, I'm proving what I'm saying right here on live. If a dude says, yo, how you gonna call somebody a rat if they're not a rat? I just showed you how. When a person goes on the internet and puts up beef on the internet, knowing that they just had a conversation about it, that is telling. Do you got to be a rocket scientist? You don't need paperwork because paperwork is the live. The live is the paperwork. It's coming out of the individual's mouth into the ears of strangers. That is telling. Do we got to go any further on that? You ain't got to go no further on that. That's where that ends right there. If you don't go on the internet and instigate internet drama, then you good. But if you go on the internet and you start saying, well, this, that, and the third, and this guy did this, and this, that, and the third, and boom, 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 you telling, bro. What are you talking about? Because every time, and the chat says to themselves, yo, I didn't know y'all two was beefing. Nobody knew until you went on the internet again, second time, and you gonna say that's not right? That is what I'm talking about. You don't need paperwork for that. It's on live. So stop what? Niggas is telling and crying. They then playing the victim. I be knowing. That's a fact, beloved. I was in high school and I stole a phone, and a figure dead ass told on me right in my face. Didn't hesitate or bite his tongue. Sometimes no paperwork is required. You don't need paperwork for this type of situation, bro. You took it to the internet. Again. That's it. That's more than this. And then dudes always make up lies to cause controversy. Make up lies to cause controversy. Always do that. We're going to say that he got hair coming out of his nose so long that it touches his toes. For real? He don't cut his nose hairs? Yo, I didn't know about that. Really? This is why I say, man. This is why I say, pay attention to these dudes, man. A lot of y'all that follow these people, pay attention to them. Pay attention for what is their modus operandi. Why do they say and do the things they do if they just all about trying to succeed on their own? Because they're so caught up in the internet and people are telling that controversy sells, that they think that it's a joke that you go at your bro because you see him going up and you think it's a ping pong game and that's a joke. Well, the joke is on you. Like I said, I don't care how many of them. You can have 3 podcasts against me. 3 of them. I don't care. They soft. I don't need to jump nobody. You see how I do it? I do it just like I'm doing it now. When I went to Jack Frost's interview, I went by myself. And then the army showed up. Nah, JC the barber, you know why? Because when these dudes are around you, they respect and fear you on the low. They fear you. Because you on go time. You know, I noticed that when me and SI was in the 4 building, I noticed that a lot of dudes were scared to death because they didn't know if we were going to eat their food for any little thing, just to eat their food. Because dudes had extraordinary rabies. So they already knew, like, hold up, I'd rather get down with him and do something with him than act shifty around him and he eat me. That's why dudes were staying in their lane back then. Because they knew that the person next to them is like them or worse than them. But like I said, man, the proof is on live. To keep it 100, CK, you said it yourself. Wildcat saved your life. Myself, I can't show nothing but loyalty to that. You know how much of a statement that is? That somebody saves your life and you go back and you snake them. It's in you. It's in you. It's embedded in you. It's something that's in your heart. You're a larcenous person. Straight larcenous person. That's what you are. A larcenous person. A fraud. And you be around other frauds. You be around other frauds. So all I ask, man, since you took it live, I ask one thing, bro. Keep my name out your mouth. Stay in your lane, man. Go do your channel over there, bro. Because from here on out, I'm not responding to you. I don't care what you say. Because this live right here shows everything. All the facts and the truth are in this live right here. Everything factual is right here in this live. That's the same thing like Stack Stone. Yeah, he called Stack Stone up there. He called Stack Stone up there, but wants to flip on Stack Stone afterwards. Already stinking. SI Wildcat, Scar Valentine, Bad Vibes, Boo, Blood was eating the most food. It's a fact. It's a fact. Everybody know that. But I don't go up here and glorify that. Like I said, bro, when you go on the live and you start divulging information, you tell it. Simple as that. There is no other way to say it, no other way to look at it. You tell it, bro. Joe Mers, salute, bro. Appreciate you, bro. You know, I'm always keeping it 100, bro. Spartans, man, we big. A lot of people don't even know how big the Spartans are. The Spartans are big, but we're not humongous. We're big, though. Because if you see, we was up there at 300. Now I'm not gonna get to the 5, 6, 700s. Nah, I don't need all that. That's all different precincts, man. That's all different dudes with like 5 troll pages. They all throwing their troll page. I know the whole game. How you think some dudes got mad subs and only got 2 dudes? Come on, bro. There's a whole lot of trickery to this too, bro. Think I don't know? That's like when I was working marketing and dudes had to get dude. Matter of fact, me and my wife was talking about this today. Dudes got to fill out the dudes got to fill out the applications. Dudes were doing it themselves and signing people up that weren't even approving them of signing them up. They got caught cheating. Eventually, you're gonna get caught cheating. I'm gonna do mine the right way because at the end of the day, slow money is the best money because it becomes bigger later on, gets greater later. No gadgets fast. CK always making like he the one calling all the shot. CK making like the only reason you say is because he telling the Billies not to get at your neck for disrespect. Man, he ain't nobody, man. You gonna tell who? Who listening to this? Who listening to this dude? Salute, Filipino Black. Yeah, oh, berries. I love berries. I love berries. That's what I'm talking about, man. Dudes are so gangster, they comedians, bro. After a while, they don't know what to say anymore. They just ramble. Trajan Nerva. Nah, I know. Facts. My Billies love me. Believe that. And Magoo ain't talking to no one. So when people say they spoke to Magoo, that's a lie. Shout out Mark Cross too. You can't be the big homie, be bipolar on live. Powerful didn't stamp CK to have the streets anyway in the first place. I'll be chopping it up. I'll be knowing, man. Dudes are doing their own little alliances. Yo, this is how it goes all the time. This is why the other day when I was talking about the Mayans, right? And how the Mayans abandoned the villages and stuff like that. And because, like the Aztecs, they were killing each other because they was all fighting to be chiefs and to be. That's what happens. They kill each other. Let's talk about it. Did the numbers the other day. When he did the numbers, it showed it on the numbers. I only been here about 4 months, and I'm already past or at the same level as certain individuals without, and I'm learning as I go. I learn from people in the chat sometimes. My wife shows me stuff. I learn. I don't feel bad that I'm not that I'm a little slower in technology because I speed myself up by learning. Little Dave BK, that dude shooter needs to get off CK jockstrap. What shooter is that? Not Bird Gang shooter, because Bird Gang shooter don't deal with that dude. Bird Gang shooters mess with my boy, Pookie Low. Yo, Goo is turning over his bunk. Yo, you know what's crazy? No lie. Somebody has said that they spoke to Goo not a little while ago, a couple of months ago. The cousin told me like this, exactly what he said. He said, yo, the name that you told me that said spoke to Goo, Magoo barely remembered him. He barely remembered him. Yeah, I see it, Jay Breezy. I see that all the time. No doubt, Felicia. Fact, salute Bird Gang shooter. Nah, Bird Gang shooter ain't Bird Gang shooter is real dude, man. Bird Gang shooter is official. Like I said, man, you're gonna have a whole lot of followers, bro. A whole lot of followers that's gonna follow their. Cause that's what people wanted to do in the first place. They just didn't know how to do it, so they did it on some whatever stuff. They wanted to separate themselves from everyone else and indoctrinate their type of people because now it's their chance to be a leader in something when it never ever was a leader at all. That's what happens when people are power hungry to be a leader. Is because they never was one ever in their time. Yo, cat, all that work you put in, all that cutting you done did, you ain't never get cut. It's a fact. Not ever. I did in my arm. I did in my wrist. That's about it. I was blocking. Because these go. Did you know Kasim and Rude Boy? That's a fact. Kasim and Rude Boy, that was in the 4 building with me. That's a fact. Daily Reporter. That's where they get that's where the people get they subscribers and they followers from. That statement right there. And that's what people do. They branch off and they go over there to listen to all that garbage. Some riding a bandwagon, white bull terrier. It's crazy, man. It's like, but like I said, though an army advance against me, I shall fear no evil. For my rod and my staff will guide me. These people be thinking like they gonna lock down New York. I don't even gotta be in New York to stop that. I don't even gotta be down there to stop that. Yeah, Psalms 23. That's a fact, William Silver. But yo, I'm about to get about. I'm about to get a cat not Bird Gang shooter, the young shooter who follows CK and don't know how to tell real from fake. Oh, okay. Little Dave BK. Salute. Appreciate you. Yeah, I be knowing, man. Like, listen, bro. You can't help but to see these misguided individuals follow a dude to their demise, man. That's what they want to do. That's what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Dudes are always going to round up people and say, yo, we're going to make a movement. We're going to go do this, that, and the third. Man, go ahead and do whatever you're going to do. Just stay away from my square, you heard? That's it. You want to do your lives and talk whatever you want to do? Fine, do your thing. I'm not bothering you. I'm not hating on you. Stay in your lane, bro. You ain't got to talk about me, and I ain't got to talk about you. But if y'all want to continue, go right ahead. You want to be hybrid now at 50. That's a fact. Go right ahead. All 3 podcasts, I don't care. Y'all all could go in cahoots. I could care less, yo. Y'all see me, I'm over here spitting facts, spitting the truth, smiling and all that. That don't bother me. When did the set go from brothers sticking together and now the top of the sets are Spanish? It's crazy now. A lot of the top dogs are Spanish. But that's only because it never was a race thing to begin with. That's why all that history back there from 94 and up that way, that's all questionable stuff. Too many stories in there. When it comes to 95 on this way, ain't no stories, ain't no switching nothing up. Ain't no this guy said this, he was here, and this guy brought this guy and all this other stuff. Nah, ain't none of that. Everything was formulated, structured. You know what I mean? So that's a fact, little Dave BK. Yo, man, I'm out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? As y'all see, man, y'all gonna see these dudes. They're gonna be on their podcast. They're gonna be talking all this other garbage. They're gonna be talking a bunch of greasy, fake bull crap that ain't even true. They're gonna be talking about they talk to individuals that they don't talk to. They're gonna say that they got this, that, and the third, and this behind them, and those are in them with a bunch of followers that ain't threatening at all. Ain't nobody caring about followers or nobody cares about that. But me, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a shower, kick my feet up with my woman, have a good night. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna continue on to do me. Power to the people, black, white, Spanish, Indian. I don't care what you is. We the people have no division. We are together. While we are together, we create methods to keep us together. We show the youth what it is to be together, and we stay up. Hawaiian, as a fact, Hawaiian Joe, never forget my Hawaiians. So let's stay up, man. Let's not let these people disturb our groove. Like I said, they gonna talk what they talk. You ain't gonna be able to stop that. But at the same time, I'm gonna be honest with you. I simply don't care. Because, like I said, this is what counts in life, you heard? Not this. Y'all ready? We going down the style today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I saved his life, and he hit a dude with a basketball. He hit a dude with a, you hear that? He hit a dude with a basketball. What did that do to help me? I didn't need him to hit the dude with the basketball. I was already on him. That's what I'm talking about, man.
If I would have had this when I was maybe 20,
Salute everybody. Stay up, man. Be safe. Stay sucker free. Watch the information.